Live and direct from the West Coast. What's going on, y'all? This is a Saturday night. You already know what it is. All right. Since will be simping. They will continue to simp. Bitches and niggas and bitches. Eloquently petty, articulate assholery. This is the Keep It 100 channel on a Saturday night. I don't know what Mexican is fighting what Negro tonight, and frankly, I could give less. Not up with that. Tonight is not the night for that. Tonight. Turned all the way up. So maybe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know what niggas is fighting what Mexican tonight. It's a Saturday night. We know y'all like the Negro Mexican fights. Time to give out some shout outs. Okay. Start out from the top. Let's get through this, man. I'll get to y'all in a second. Let me just do my due diligence, man. Shout out to Carlton. What's going on? Truth Teller. Truth Teller says, I got to hear this. I got to hear this. Adric, as usual, it's on. It's definitely on. All right. Dre, what's going on? I see you, man. Mike Spearman. Corey Carpenter, Old Soul Chief. What's happening, bro? All right, I'm already getting money sounds in the background. I'm gonna shout out all my super chats and my cash apps in a second. Toya, what's happening? Leon, what's going on? My man says, I am the prize. Hey, brother. It is what it is, man. Motherfucker said, I am the prize. You ain't supposed to say that shit. How dare you say you the goddamn prize? You ain't never the prize. The bitch with the pussy is the prize. Anyway, Dr. Thunder, what's going on, man? My man said, bitch. What's going on? Let the chaos reign. Let the chaos reign. Shout out to my man Chaos, man. I'm just fucking adjusting this microphone, man. Who else we got there? Volcanus, what's going on, man? Ogan's Machete, what's going on? Desalinas, what's going on? Legend Time Processor, what's happening, man? Janadrian, what's happening, man? Doc says, let me take some of his sandwich money, man. Thank you for the super sticker, brother. All right. Thank you for the sandwich money. I will definitely get me a sandwich with it. Some carb-free shit. Shout out to Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. What's going on, bro? All right, Jay Shabazz is in the building. Trying to figure out what that J stand for, because if it's a Jermaine Shabazz, man, we got to put some of this blame on you. Who else is in the building? Louis Kanya. How you doing, man? What's going on? All right. Okay. All right. I had a bunch of shorts that I was going to play in a row like I did last week, but you know, this shit is not cooperating with me. So I'm going to play them piece by piece. Yeah, Janadrian. Yeah, them hyenas are still mad at Simone. Yeah, they mad at me too. Break the cycle. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I got the Bitter Bitch Brigade coming at me on Facebook. Shout out to my man Adrian Hicks. He might not be in the building right now. You know, shout out to Brandy. I see you. Compassionate and Callous. What's going on, man? My man said in-group gang. Yeah, we got some things coming up. Shout out to you. Yeah, the Negro-Mexican fights. That's what boxing is. It's the Negroes versus the Mexicans. The Negroes versus the Mexicans. This shit might as well be Los Angeles. All right. Here's a Dre says Mark is fucking with the good doctor sandwich money. Hey, man. I'll show up on the stream and give him his sandwich money back. Shout out to General Tito. I don't know if he's in the building just yet, but he probably will be. Shout out to the Black Toxic Masculinist. All right. Indigo, what's happening? CG, what's going on, man? If I miss your name, don't kill me. I see you, Dre. Adrian. I see you, Adrian. The good Doc sandwich money, man. You know, Doc be sending the car at the drive-thru. Y'all got to send them that bread, yo. All right, let me shout out the two Cash Apps, man. It's particularly warm in here. At least I ain't complaining. My heat works very well in this motherfucker. Shout out to Corbett for the Cash App, and shout out to Sage, okay, for support Black media. Yes, indeed. I appreciate y'all. Man. Got a new YouTube channel. I ain't gonna really talk about it on here, man. But I've been trolling the manosphere from my other YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep it on the low for right now. Shout out to Adrian Hicks. He already knows what's going on. But anyway, bitches and niggas and bitches. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And tonight we are going to discuss pro-blackness. Pro-blackness, man. It's a lot of pro-blackness in this motherfucker. I've spoken on the conservatism in the black manosphere. Now we're going to talk about the pro-blackness here. I want people to understand. I'm black, see? I'm black. So I cannot be anti-black. And I'm not saying that there are not black people that are anti-black. I'm not one of them. So I support blackness. All right, but I am not pro-black in the definition that a lot of these hotep motherfuckers are these days. I think you guys know what I mean. I don't think that I have to explain it. I hope I don't. If anybody wants an explanation, I'll be happy to give it to you. Okay? Anybody asks me, what side am I on? I say I'm on the black man's side. Black man's side on the black hand side. Bars. Okay? Black man side on the black hand side. All day. We know what pro-blackness means in 2023. We know what it means. Let's not play games. Okay? Let's not play games. Let's not do that today. Let's not, do the semantics. Okay? But this is the Uppity Negro Swag channel. This Uppity Negro Swag. And, of course, Uppity Negroes are not B1. Like, you know, you can't be B1 and be an uppity Negro. But guess who else hates uppity Negroes? The establishment, the dominant society. You cannot be an uppity Negro. You have to stay in your place. That's one thing that pro-blackness has in common with white supremacy. Stay in your place, nigga. Oh, we don't stay in our place. We uppity Negroes. And I want people to understand that, you know, and I never explained, even in my uppity Negro swag video, I never explained the definition of uppity Negro swag. Uppity Negro swag's not trying to position yourself closer to whiteness. It's about saying, fuck that. Okay. Any group that's telling niggas, hey, you're not supposed to, you're supposed to do, and you're not supposed to, and as a black man and as a real man, and as a, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. Shout out to Dre. Yeah, I saw that Hood Conservative talking about Umar. Yeah, Umar will be a topic of discussion tonight. To be actual and factual, Umar is one of the things that inspired this pro-blackness is white supremacy discussion. Shout out to General Tito is in the building. Said they should change B1 to M1 matriarchy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, General Tito. You know, but this is what I'm saying. We know what pro-blackness is. Let's not play the games. Nobody come at me for being anti-black. I don't want to hear that shit. I will flame you. You know what I'm saying? But let's start with that, you know, but before I do that, I'm going to go through some of these shorts. I'm gonna go through some of these shorts. Let me go up in here. In fact, let me just select all of these. Just let them load up.
All right, so those of you who are in Tennessee, guess what? House Bill 2689 is getting ready to pass. That is requiring paternity tests before you sign the birth certificate. Because, you know, when people do paternity tests, 1/3 of the time, they end up not being the father. And if they start testing everybody, that number can only go up, not down. It's going to be dramatic. And right now they're starting to also add in things like, you know, maternity fraud is a crime, a punishable crime. So guys used to go to jail for not paying child support on a child that wasn't theirs, because the state wants to get their money. Because if there is no father to pay for the child support, somebody has to pay for it. So they push it onto the nearest person that could be a father figure. And they're actually starting to jail time the ladies for maternity fraud because it is such a rampant crime.
So I don't agree with a lot that they do in politics.
Shout out to Dre. He said, then I'm here for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I think the old girl was about to leave a commentary. You know, she it sounded like she said, well, she don't agree with a lot of what they do in politics, but this makes sense. Yes, lock these bitches up flying on niggas. Lock these hoes flying on niggas, man. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Get these bitches. Get them. Stop them from doing this bullshit. Somebody hit me with a cash app just now. Let's figure out who it is. Yeah. They about to get them. In Tennessee. You know, just understand, you know, Tennessee is not one of them states where a lot of black people live at. So let's, you know, not like pretend like this affects us in some sort of way. It'd be, you know, there's a black population in Tennessee, but, you know, it'll be very difficult to see this happen in states where like black people really live at, like, you know, because most black people live in blue states. Shout out to Dev. He said, still got my uppity cup. Okay. Still got the uppity cup. If you haven't got the uppity cup yet, you see it. This is what it looks like. This is the uppity Negro swag cup, people. If you ain't got one of these, if you're interested, I'll shoot you the link. But this is the uppity Negro swag cup that Dev is talking about. Still got those going around. So, So let me see who else sent me a cash app. Let me get to that. And shout out to Mojo for the cash app. Mojo, 2 cash apps. Shout out to Mojo for 2 cash apps. I appreciate it. All right. Well, let's go here. Let's go here with it. Let's keep going.
Like, are you a single mom by choice? Or are you a single mom because you don't know how to act? That might make some people mad.
Maybe. Just maybe. Might be you. Might be your ass, motherfucker. I guess the niggas. Sometimes it ain't the niggas,
The bills.
Right.
But you want me to respect you. No,
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
I don't agree with that at all, because you buying respect, and if you buying respect, it ain't really respect. What you're saying is your respect can be bought, and if somebody around here is willing to pay you more, you're gonna go respect them. Do you really want a woman around you that you don't really know if she really fuck with you or fuck with you because of the money? I want a woman who fuck with me. How you gonna know if you paying all her bills? Of course, she's staying. That's self-preservation. Let me not do nothing for you. Do you still fuck with me? All right, then maybe you done earn me to do that for you, but it ain't a given. Not for a woman that I'm fucking with anyway. These niggas do whatever they want to do. You feel me? A woman come in the door with respect and a submission for who I am as a person, and she really fucking with me, then maybe she could earn me to do that. But that's not a given.
Yes, bitches, you don't just walk in with pussy and get shit. You have a role. If niggas got a role, you got a role. Shout out to Dr. Thunder for the Cash App sandwich money. Now I get the foot long. Thank you, Doc. Pause. I'm just saying. Just bringing pussy to the table don't work no more. It don't work no more. You got to pay some of these bills, bitch. You got to pay some of these bills, bitch. How we know we paying you to be in a relationship? How we know that is a real situation?
You're in Tennessee. Guess what? House Bill 2689 is getting ready to.
Oh, no, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Paternity tests before you sign the.
I didn't tell you to play, motherfucker. At any rate, if you're being paid to be in a relationship, if your love can be bought, and that's why I tell niggas, stop buying bitches love, niggas. Stop buying bitches love, niggas. Well, girl, I could do this for you, girl. I could do that. Stop doing that shit. Because when you can't do it no more and the love ain't there, y'all niggas is Sam Rothstein, nigga. Stop buying bitches love. The provider male dead than the motherfucker. He's dead. You know what I'm saying? Dead than the motherfucker. Shout out to Shaka Nu. I see you. Shaka agrees with the title. That's right. Pro-blackness is white supremacy, motherfuckers. We about to talk about how so. How so? How is black pro-blackness white supremacy, muggers? I don't understand. Are you pro-black? How the fuck can you be white supremacists?
Can't love you because I'm attracted to Josh. I just saw Josh, and there is some chemistry.
So what was the talk about?
It was him basically confessing his feelings.
What are you saying to me right now?
I don't want to be with you anymore, and
You want to be with Josh?
I will find that out.
Okay, Jackie. That is...
Bitch don't even know if she want to be with the other nigga. They don't even know. I will find that out. All I do know is fuck you, nigga.
is very hurtful.
I'm just telling you, Marshall, that I just can't be with you. I can't.
I would like the ring back because I don't think that you deserve it. Because you should never have accepted my proposal.
Well, I'm gonna keep the ring because I accepted it because I wanted to marry you. Everything I told you in that pod was real.
And you know what? I don't even care. You can keep the ring.
Hold up. You can keep the ring. Hold up. Nigga said, you know what? I don't even care. You can keep the ring. Bitch, you better put some spit on them fingers. Fuck out of here. Butter, spit, baby oil, some shit. Get that shit the fuck off your hand before, I do a John Wick on your ass at the high table. Shout out to the Kobe. Kobe says, in the words of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, peace has caught this. One of my favorite lines. Peace has cost you your strength. Victory has defeated you. In the interest of peace, you can't let fuckery slide. That bitch, I have to give up a finger. Talking about, I think I'm going to keep the ring. You think what? Bitch, you thought wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? Shout out to Kobe for that super chat. I'm going to keep the ring. Okay, bitch, then you can keep the ring. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You out of your mind? They're like Mr. T talking to Eddie Murphy. I heard you made some jokes about me. No, I didn't. Maybe you didn't. I don't even know where this shit is from, to be honest. I'm be honest. I've never seen this shit. I seen this shit today. That bitch have to give up a finger. She sat there with all seriousness, dead assness, talking about, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to keep the ring. What?
Every time you look at that thing, whatever you do with it, I want you to be reminded that you passed up on something great.
Nah, that bitch I have to close her eyes and remember the ring. And me. It's from Love is Blind. I guess this is a TV show. Some reality shit. Love is Blind. Well, bitch be blind in the motherfucker. She'll take that ring off. Fuck out of here. You niggas probably still paying on the bitch. Probably still paying on the bitch. Yeah. Shock said, hold on. Let me get my Ginzu. Shocker, my nigga. He said, hold on. I got you. Don't even trip. Sit right there. Shling. I get you a Dr. T. Hassan Johnson samurai sword out this motherfucker. Y'all see them swords Doc got in the background. Y'all fuck around with Doc if y'all want to. Doc be like, who in here? Shling. That nigga got the Japanese shit. Chop out this motherfucker. You better take that goddamn ring off, bitch.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna keep. I think. Shit. The fuck out of here, man. Let's go to the next one, man. Let's go.
Like, hey, I didn't even get a chance to really know this chick before I went in her raw. I nutted and we was in love because the sex was good. Okay. But now I don't really like this bitch and she don't like me either. Okay. But now we got a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
I got it. We have sex, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. We get to it first night. Bam. Shoot the club up. Raw. Right? You're pregnant. Mm-hmm. You call me a month and a half later because we haven't talked since then.
Right.
Who's the fool for having a baby?
I can't get into that.
We can get into it.
So I'm not gonna say, it's her fault or not because some people have different integrity, whatever they got. And they,
so you mean to tell me that you have so your integrity? Hold on, I'm saying you saying that this woman's integrity would not allow her to not have the baby. But her integrity is gonna allow her to get some raw dick on the first night. I say bullshit. These hoes want to be goddamn holy and sanctified when it comes time down for these goddamn kids to be born. But you want to take some raw dick and you want to let the nigga nigga shoot the club up on the first night and have a goddamn baby with a complete stranger, and now you saying, oh, that goes against my goddamn religious belief. Goddamn, obviously, motherfucking raw dick on the first night shouldn't go against your religious belief. So you mean to tell me that you can have hot sex in the back of a goddamn car with a complete stranger? You don't even know this nigga real name. You just call that nigga Ray Ray. And you mean to tell me you gonna have Ray Ray's baby? You don't know his family. You don't know what kind of medical situations he got, what kind of psychological demons he got, and you gonna have a baby and we carry it 9 months for a nigga you don't know? That's bullshit, and that's your fault if you got a toxic situation because you chose to have the fucking baby.
She licking out her tongue. Watch.
The whole forget Jesus when they fucking. I swear, all that, sanctified salvation, all the motherfucking my body, my choice shit go out the motherfucking window when these bitches got a dick. When these bitches got a dick in them. These bitches got a dick in them. Jesus be like, who that? It's Jesus, my child. I get back to you, Jesus. Doc, you can't save me, Doc. Shout out to Leon. He said, he ain't mentally right. He's a good man, but mentally soft. Absolutely. Of course. Of course. He has the eyes of a man singing Blackstreet, Don't Leave Me, Girl, with a weak poke in his hand. Don't leave me, girl. I don't want to know. Shit. R&B record of your choice. Oh, sorry. I'm so glad. Hey, look, I know a lot of people going to be mad at me when I say this shit. I'm so glad R&B is dead and bitches kill R&B. Bitches kill R. You can't sing no R&B records for these hoes nowadays. You can't do it. You can't do it. R&B is dead to the motherfucker. My man said, in the shit that I said, God's cool with fornication, but not abortion. Coming from the same bitches that fought for the right. You fought for abortion. You fought for abortion. You fought for your abortion rights. Now God don't like abortion. Sucking dick is a sin. That ain't your husband dick. You sucking street dick. You sucking community dick. Sucking the community dick is a sin. Is in the Bible. It says it just like that. It says, thou must not suck community dick. It's on page 38, bitch. You don't believe me? Thou must not suck the community dick. Shout out to Dre. Dre with another super chat. He said, we getting it in. The Cam suck it or not. R&B dead. Yeah. R&B dead than the motherfucker. Dead than the motherfucker. Shout out to my man Kev. I see you in the building. He said, I already did a stream how R&B sent black men into BS. Well, that's how you sold records to black women. That's how you sold records to black. Only look, ain't no, what is the white man equivalent to R&B? You know what I'm saying? What is the white man equivalent to R&B? The only way you can sell music to black women is to worship their ass. All right? Shout out to my man Rob. Please take a moment to smash the like button, hit the bell, and share the stream to your social media. Please support the content to keep it 100. Thank you. My nigga Rob. My nigga Rob. Shout out to my man Rob. It's Black Light Revelations 2. For those of you who know who this man is, y'all already know. For those who don't, y'all need to check him out. R&B, remember, rapping bullshit. Yeah, rhythm and bullshit. Rhythm and begging. R&B was rhythm and begging. This is the only way you could sell music to black women. The only way. You gotta get a nigga on the record to say some shit like, I know you ran out with that other fella. I just didn't care. Just come back to me. Please, baby. Just come back to me. Over we go. End of the road. The End of the Road is on my top 10 most simp R&B records of all goddamn time. I know you ran out with that other fella. Baby, I just didn't care. Nigga, what? Oh, man. Let's go to let's watch another one of these shit here. Let's watch, I got a few more of these shits. Then we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna start getting to the point in this motherfucker. We gonna start getting to the point here. Let's go.
Told me you're gonna meet women and women gonna come into your life and they gonna always have somebody from their past that will always have access to them. One person.
Is that one special person?
There will always be one person that will always have access to her no matter what she says to you. And another thing she said was every time you date somebody, you always have to remember you are really not the one she want to be with. The one she really want probably just wouldn't get his act together.
Damn.
Them two things is stuck with me forever.
The one she wanted probably just wouldn't get his act together. But there are niggas who will always have access to your woman. You might be that man for somebody else's woman. You might be that man for somebody else's woman. Yeah. Let's keep going. Salty Balls is in the building. Get right back to you.
Nigga, you might well go find you a prostitute. You might well go find you a little broad, homie, and say, listen, how much your monthly bill? And I'll pay this, and we go fucking fuck. You might well do that, homie, because right now, the American woman now have reduced herself to a hoe. She don't want to be courted.
Man, you saying something. God,
nigga, she don't want to be courted, nigga. She don't, nigga, the first date, she don't want the first date to be at the park where I ain't got to spend no money. We just sit right here on the park bench talking and laughing, getting to want to know. She don't want that, nigga.
Damn.
Nigga, she want her bills paid.
That nigga lying? Now look, I ain't always a fan of Charleston White. That nigga's hit and miss, but that nigga she spoke some truth right there. He spoke some truth right there. America, North America is the biggest brothel in the world. It's the biggest brothel in the world. American women do not have the right to call anybody else on any other continent in the world a hoe. No right. You ain't got no right to call no hoes anywhere else in the world a hoe. No right to do it. You ain't got no right. Ray J, I see you. Rael, what's going on? KP, I see you, man. Dwayne, I see you. Shout out y'all niggas on the way in. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm just saying. They said Dr. Thunder says all men pay. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. This is Doc. We'll discuss this on the stream, but this is not true. Most men pay. Not all men. Most men pay. Yeah. Most men. The average man. Most men pay. All right. Some don't pay shit. Some get paid. If you the desired male, not the provided male, like I told motherfuckers to be. Anytime I say this shit, I get, firebombed and shit. But because we learned all our life that the mating strategy is to buy a bitch, this is what we know how to do.
Talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable?
They struggle with that and with being wrong. You can't be wrong. The bitch is like, nope, I ain't wrong. The bitch is a straight cap, lie to your face, all that shit to avoid admitting. These hoes would rather be single than admit in a relationship and have the shit work out for them. I start to think that a woman admitting that they wrong, a woman admitting that they wrong, like that shit must have like a physical effect on them. A physical effect on them. Shout out to Anthony Southeast, man. That shit must have a physical effect on them. They must get like nauseous in their fucking stomach admitting that they wrong about shit. Bitch, I ain't paying you to tell me I'm wrong. I'm out of here. If the therapy ain't here to tell the nigga you wrong and bitch you right, then fuck that. I ain't coming back. I ain't fuck that. I ain't coming back. Fuck you, bitch. I am not coming here for you to tell me I am wrong about some shit. Indigo Flow, he said, I am Joe Blow, the lover man. You should be paying me. Where's my money, Joe? I am Joe Blow, the lover man. Joe Blow, the lover man. Some niggas is Joe Blow. Niggas out here selling dick. Don't get it twisted. Don't ask me how I know. Y'all gonna make me spill my coffee, man. Joe Blow, the lover man. Abruptly quit therapy when they have to take accountability. There's a woman saying this. Oh, niggas is lying. Niggas is lying. Yeah, gave her $2, Nigel. $2. $2 and some dick. The $2 was the difference between, the dick and her time. Oh, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the one I'm looking at? Let's go. Let's go to this one.
An OnlyFans girl who makes multiple millions is going to display significantly different behavior than, say, a football player who makes many millions and ends up broke years later. Why would she do anything differently? And the football player has an agent around him, has a financial manager, and they still end up broke. Here's why. They acquired their wealth not using the mind, but using the body. It doesn't mean they don't have a mind, but often they've not developed the skills of financial literacy. And what's more, they don't know much about investing, and they don't have a business that they can push that money into such that it would grow instead of disappear, because they're going to maintain a certain lifestyle. So yes, they will inevitably become broke.
Don't be telling them hoes that. You want to tell these chicks that, man, they ain't trying to hear that shit. These chicks is living for the moment. They in the now. Like, motherfucker, I'm making money today. You know? Fuck what you talking about, nigga.
More.
But what I'm suggesting is there's also benefits to men getting married, and I think
Name one.
I just told you. I think it's
That he wouldn't get outside of a regular relationship.
I just told you the women, knowing that your woman is perhaps going to be more loyal to you when she's your wife versus your girlfriend.
She should be displaying that anyway.
Well, I think the
there ain't no guarantee in a marriage. We just played the short with a chick. She about to skate off with Josh and a nigga ring, right? Oh, well, you know, if you get married, you know, it's the benefit of your wife being faithful to you. What? Married women get side dick. Don't ask me how I know. This is what I heard through the grapevine. That's like firing a personal trainer whenever, because you can't eat cookies, cakes, and candy no more. Facts. 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 I know all about it. Motherfucker called me, hey, Marcus, tell me about this diet. You can't eat this shit. Why? Why can't I eat it, Marcus? Why? Just tell me what workout I can do where I can still eat this shit. I just tell me, how long do I need to stay in the gym, Marcus, so I can keep eating the shit I want to eat? That's what they want to know. Got 2 more shorts here. 2 more. 2 more.
So I should be single until I'm 40?
You should have been married before you were a mother.
You're right. You're right.
That's the point. That's why that's old wisdom. Marry before you carry. Because when you get here, all the choices are bad. And y'all want good choices after bad decisions. It doesn't work. And it ain't the men's fault.
So when he told me to have this baby and get me pregnant, it ain't his fault.
Nope.
Because I decided to go through with
Yep.
it. You're right. You're right. So I guess, okay, so I get my criticism. So basically, my question for you is what I can do, and you're basically telling me I should just be single. I ain't gonna
You
get
should
no
marry your
man to
child's
love me or
father.
my child.
Well, no, here's the thing. What you have to understand is the men out here who don't have children don't want to deal with a woman who couldn't submit to her baby daddy. They don't want to deal with baby daddy issues. They don't want to pay for another man's child. It's not even how human beings is.
But Kev, I want a high value man. I want a high value man, Kev. One more.
To hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. It was never meant to happen for the human race, number one. Number two, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother. What do you think it is? This is going to blow your mind when I tell you the answer. Whether they have a supportive partner. The major argument for good dads is actually, can the dad be there for the mom? Because it's like a direct chain is what we see. What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, is what happens. And then the kids get starved. And we're not actually supposed to be living in a single-family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom than just dad. But I'm going with standard societal structure. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way.
Just had a conversation with my aunt about this. Let's keep it real. A lot of these women have these kids for a few reasons. Not because they want to be, I want to be a mother. Nah. If you can't have a man in your life, if you can't be a wife, they to be honest, they have kids like pets. This is why a lot of the women, when they don't have children, they go get fucking cats and dogs and shit like that. Like, it's just some shit for them to do. It's a thing for, for them to love them, blase, blase, blah. That's one reason. Number two, another reason is, kids bring a check. This is America. And, you got a kid, maybe you might get some relief, some support. Nigga giving you some money, or maybe the government giving you some money. Shout out to Brandon Hayes. Thank you for being on the live, sir. Says, what's your take on shaming language? So many kinds exist. We have the Umar types with their rhetoric. Then we have words like dusty as the new shame. Oh, no, that ain't the newest. That ain't the newest. Most is the new shame word. Most men aren't equipped to push back effectively on all that shit. I got called sassy today. Oh, you're a sassy man. If everybody who follow me on Facebook, go to my page, girl jumps in and says, you're sassy. You're a sassy man. No, bitch, I'm uppity. I'm uppity, bitch. I'm uppity. You come to my shit, you talking shit, I respond to you. I'm sassy. Oh, you arguing with a woman? Bitch, you came here to argue. I'm giving you what you wanted. You mad you're losing the argument. That's what you mad at. That's what these bitches mad at. They mad they lose the argument. Bitch ain't supposed to lose a fight or an argument or something wrong with you. Ooh, you sassy. You a sassy nigga. The fuck out of here, man. That shit don't faze me. I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna block him. He's sassy. So if I'm sassy for arguing with a bitch, what are you for arguing with a man? Riddle me that shit. Riddle me that. Shout out to Omega. He said, why are you trying to debate a god? Are you a god? Goza. I'm arguing with Goza for my Ghostbusters fans. Goza. How dare you argue? Are you a god? The only black Ghostbuster said, anytime somebody asks you, are you a god? You say, yes. Yeah, we all equals on the internet. Fuck is you talking about? These hoes are still tagging Simone. The funny thing is, we women haters, right? That's what we call. We misogynist woman haters, right? It bitch hair fucked up. Oh, she had a wedding with the fucked up hair. She flipping, doing the backflips with the fucked up hair. Now we coming to defend Simone. Who's the misogynist now, bitch? Y'all bitches hate black women. Y'all hate black women. I thought we was the misogynist. This bitch has been going at Simone all week. Y'all bitches hate black women. You talking shit about her natural hair. I thought it was color. I thought we was the colorists. Oh, niggas don't want to date black women with their natural hair. That's what niggas don't want to do. Now, whether you believe it or not, whether you think it's cap or not, niggas like, oh, we like a woman with her natural hair. Simone out there with her natural hair. These chicks mad she ain't got a hat on. Right. But you know, you're doing it to assimilate, right? This bitch won all her medals with her natural hair. Ain't nobody in the Olympics told her you got to wear, you know, relaxer and your shit in order to compete. Nobody. And then she goes, she does what she does. But, you know, these same bitches came to the defense of Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson, with her eagle talon claws and her ball cap wig, right? This was your queen. I said this shit on Facebook. They came for me. Oh, this screams, you know, emotional damage or whatever the fuck she said. I'm defending a black woman. But I'm the misogynist. Oh, you a sassy nigga. No, I'm a uppity nigga, bitch. How the fuck did you get here? You ain't even on my friends list. These bitches look for niggas to argue with. They look for them. Which niggas I'm gonna argue with today? Tell them they beneath me. Oh man, it says Snuffleupagus. Hey, bird. Snuffy. Hey, what's going on, bird? You know what I'm saying? Snuffleupagus eyelashes, man. Shit's doing this shit. God damn it. So let's get right into it. Pro-blackness is white supremacy. This is a Saturday night. We ain't got all night. Let's get to the motherfucking point. Shout out to my man Maul is in the building. Okay. So, Dr. Umar, right? We're going to start with Dr. Umar. We're going to start with Mr. Umar. Mr. Umar. Fuck doctor. Doctor what? So let me pull up this shit. Let me pull up this shit, man. This nigga goes on a Joe Budden podcast, right? Talking cash shit. Cash shit, man. Yeah, you know, we got to be careful doing reviews on, you know, these niggas, man. These niggas are really about they fucking, oh, you're fair use, nigga. Fair use, goddammit, fair use. But this nigga goes on there. Let me see if I can pull it up. This nigga goes on there talking this shit. A couple things. He's, you know, I don't snow bunny. I don't fuck with the snow bunny. That's great. It's great. It's a wonderful thing. You don't fuck with the snow bunnies, my nigga. That's cool. For you, it's your business. Why gives a fuck? Do what you do. Okay? This nigga wants niggas to go through their whole life digging through dog shit for diamonds. Right? This is what a motherfucker need to do. According to Umar. Right? Digging through dog shit for diamonds. Well, if the shit ain't work out with one black woman, you should look for another, and another, and another, and another. Right? Why do we still take this motherfucker seriously? For those that do. There's a few of y'all that do. There's a few of y'all that still like this nigga. I used to be a Dr. Umar supporter. This nigga's a full clown now. He's total clown. This nigga is not the nigga that when he came out, you know, that he started out to be. This nigga is a total fucking clown now. Total clown. His whole platform at this point, right? His whole platform right now is chastising niggas into fucking with black women. That's his whole platform now. Right? This nigga get paid to show up and speak and shit like that. Right? This is the whole platform. This nigga came into the game talking about he wanted to build a school for black boys. Where the school at, Umar? Where the school at? Where the school at, nigga? Fuck all this Vanessa Bryant shit. Where the school at? Where's school at? This nigga's entire platform is now about him chastising niggas to fuck with these women. He's only the final boss, you know. Don't you know, it'll be more commentary. It ain't just about Umar. He's just the example of the week. Understand this, yo. The niggas started talking about Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow, is not going into the black community. I would love to debate this nigga. He'd be ready to fight me. He'd be ready to fight me. If me and Umar had to have a debate, this nigga be ready to fight me. Because that nigga like to talk over niggas. He's on their show talking over niggas. Dude is like, can I ask you a question? This nigga just railroaded. This is how bitch niggas debate. Bitch niggas. Y'all seen it happen here before. So he's talking about Kobe Bryant's money does not go, back to the black community. Okay, right. Okay, nice, very nice. Okay, I see you, Umar. I see you. My man came back and he said exactly what I would have said. And that nigga glossed right past. He said, what black woman who was married to a black man, what the fuck do they do for the community with the money that they left? Furthermore, a black woman that's married to a white man, what the fuck does she do for the community? Check this out. I can list you 5 names right now of black men married to white women that do shit for black people. But that ain't enough. In order to care about your community, in order to care about the community, you got to put your dick in a black woman. That's the only way you can care. You can put your dick in a black woman, not do shit for black people, and you meet the terms and conditions of these niggas. I'm going to repeat it like Umar. You can put your dick in a black woman and not do shit for black people, and you will meet the terms and conditions for these ho-tep niggas. Ho, H-O-E, tep, nigga. That is the terms and conditions of being pro-black. Put your dick in a black woman, give her a life. That's what being pro-black is. These black women don't do shit for the community. Obviously, under pro-blackness B1, black women have no duty to the community. Mr. O, you're ahead of me. Shout out to Mr. O with the info. That's exactly where I'm going. Where the fuck did Tina Turner's money go? Now that you done typed it. Where the fuck did Tina Turner's money go? Where was the outrage? Tina Turner's fortune going to some white people. Nobody said a goddamn thing. Black women don't have any obligation to the black community or black culture. No obligation. Shout out to Salty Balls. I almost didn't shout him out. Hold on, Salty Balls. I ain't forget you, man. I got so wrapped up in this shit. I hope you're still here, man. We're going to take a commercial break. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Let's do it.
The ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Shout out to my man Saul T Balls, Machismo TV, baby. All right. If you ain't checked it out, check it out, man. Let that shit roll in the background while you're doing your thing during the day. Okay. It ain't like this. He ain't talking shit. He's just some, you know what I'm saying? Let that shit play in the background. It's kind of what I did at the top of this show, man. Check out Machismo TV, man. But like I'm saying, man. That is the only requirement you have to be pro-black. You ain't got to do a motherfucking thing for black people. Just show some symbolic bullshit. Ooh, I got a black lady. See, what Umar is not saying to you What he's defining as the community is black women. It is black women. The community is black women. Nigga, you ain't the community. You pay into the community. The community is black women. So when he says you're taking money out of the community, he means you're taking money from black women. When he's saying you dying and leaving your money to the white community, he means white women. That's what he means. Fuck what the black women do with the money. Fuck the fact that, you know, they go to the Dominican hair place and the Asian nail shop and buy some Gucci and Fendi and Prada. All the money goes everywhere but some black shit. Everywhere but some black shit. Ooh, the bitches community center that they built with the black man, the dead black man money. Black Lives Matter, a bunch of black bitches. Where did the money go? Did it go to the community? It didn't go to the community. Black women don't do shit for the community. They mad at Coach Prime. He supposed to take an L for niggas. What do black women do with the dead nigga money? What do black women do with the dead cracker money? What they do with it? Big Mama house. They used to be Big Daddy. Big Daddy paid for Big Mama house. Right? That's what it is. They give the money right back to the same people you mad that it went to in our passing. You ain't shit, niggas, until you die. You die, and whoever gets your shit that you work for, you killed yourself to build and leave. That is your job. You are not the community. So this nigga's whole platform, his whole platform is chastising niggas about not fucking with black women, not marrying black women. Y'all owe it to black women to marry them and give them a life. Shout out to Shane. What's going on, bro? I see you, man. Shane is in the building. Shane, how dare you not die and leave a black woman your money? Shane got his boys. Black boys. Black boys gonna get the black man money. Nigga get shot in the street by the police. Nigga get shot by the neighborhood watch. Nigga get shot, God damn it, shot. Who they give the money to when the city pays out? Daddy? No. No, they give it to Mammy. They always give the money to Mammy. You think Trayvon Martin's father got the dead son money? No. No. The dude that got shot in his apartment when, you know, the girl walked in and shit, who they gave the money to? They never give the money to the father, even when the father there. You are not the community. You ain't never been the community, niggas. But again, his whole platform is chastising black men into fucking with black women. So here I go. I have said this before. I'm gonna say it again. And this stream is dedicated to this message. And then I might invite a couple guests on here. How long we been here? An hour and 10 minutes. So we still early. Because I ain't trying to be on this motherfucker 3 hours. The idea that black men must only deal with black women is a white supremacist idea. I say this to anyone inside the space, outside the space, and outer space. I don't give a fuck. This idea that you can only deal with black women. I got you, Dre. This idea that you can only deal with black women is a white supremacist idea. All right. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me see. Did I miss this here? Oh, Umar said, find an indigenous black Mexican. Oh, shit. All this dick policing. Yo, the Bureau. All this dick policing. Tell these bitches nothing. You can't tell these bitches not to wear a bonnet and pajamas in public. You can't tell them that shit. What is the pro-black rules for the women? What's the pro-black rules for women? Can we get to that? Your Umars, there's another brother on here. He's a Muslim brother. I'll forget his name right now. And I probably shouldn't say it because them niggas is gang. But anyway, what are the pro-black rules for black women? I just want to know. We never talk about these. An indigenous black Mexican. So no matter where you go on planet Earth, you got to find you some shit like this, I got you, Dre. An indigenous black Mexican. You do not see this nigga trolling women this way. You don't see it. This is pander bear shit, right? But the idea that you must keep your black DNA to black women is white supremacist. Let me tell you why. Let's talk about genetics for a second. Okay? Because there's a lot of pro-black niggas in this space. Man. Shout out to D. He might watch this shit later, even if he's not here now. Let me explain something. Black people are a global majority. Black people are a global majority. You can't breed out blackness. I've said this a million times. You can't breed out blackness. Can't do it. I don't give a fuck. You can't do it. You can't do it. God damn it. You can't do it. You only got one dick. You can't do it. Our first black president had a white mama. You bitch. Ain't stop you from claiming him, and ain't stop them bitches from claiming the half white chick that married the Prince of England. Ooh, is the black princess. Ooh, she black. Bliggity black, black, bliggity black. This bitch lighter than Mariah Carey. But she bliggity black because you needed to be black for your fantasy. If any one of you dusty niggas married that chick, you be a colorist. You be a sellout. But since Prince Harry married her, she blackity black, bliggity black, blackity black. Ooh, is the black princess. Black women in the Buckingham Palace. She's black. The goalpost moving like this, like a motherfucker. This shit kills me. But all these rules about who you can fuck with, understand that if you was worried about genetic annihilation, you should worry about your women being impregnated by the other men, not your men impregnating the other women. See, that's how that works. That's how that works. You know, like the white man who jumped on the Pinta, the Nina, and the Santa Maria, and they went all over this motherfucker colonizing shit with they dick. You think the men that left France and Spain and Portugal were like, let's not fuck with none of the women on these other continents because we're going to be diluting our gene pool? That what they was thinking? No, they thinking we going to infect their gene pool. Why you think it's been illegal all this time for y'all niggas to have white women? until now. But it was always cool for the black women to fuck with the white man. Always was cool. And now you got these pro-black niggas telling you, oh, the white man wants you to dilute your DNA. Stupid shit, man. And I see some of y'all sucking this shit up. I see y'all sucking this shit up. That's right. We need to keep the bloodline pure. Nigga, you ain't pure. If you a black American in this motherfucker, you got a white man in your lineage. According to your pro-black definition of blackness, nigga, you ain't black. I keep saying this shit. We got to stay black. You ain't black according to your definition. There's the dominant genes and the recessive genes. You have the dominant gene. What it means is, you put your dick in an Asian, you put your dick in a white girl, you put your dick anywhere that's not a black woman, and that child will pick up more features from you than from their mother. Their hair will be a different texture. Their eyes will be a different color. Now, how dark they are got more to do with how dark you are or how that work out. But there are Afrocentric features. You look at white folks, they got black hair, brown eyes. You look at Italians, Sicilians, anywhere that Hannibal and the Moors and the motherfuckers attacked, took over, Persians, whoever, they got these features. You ask your boy Adolf, he'll tell you it takes a lot of work to breed in the blonde hair, blue eye shit. That takes generations to breed in. Is this shit here that is the majority of shit? Dark skin, black features, African, indigenous features. These are the dominant traits. And you dumb motherfucker, the one drop rule. One drop is not even a genetic argument. It's not based on DNA, it's based on blood. One drop of blood. Who the fuck has a mixed parents and they got one drop of blood in them? How do you get one drop of blood? That shit sounds stupid. Y'all talking shit before the science was really delved into. This is a white man's argument. White people are worried about genetic annihilation. This is a white man's argument. This is why you got your Roe v. Wade being turned over. This is why you got shit like that. Y'all talking like the same thing that applies to them applies to you. They are the genetic minority. It's easy to breed that shit, the total, like I said, blonde hair, blue-eyed, quote-unquote, Aryan shit. One generation is gone. It's the fuck out of here. But you got these Ma'at, Hotep niggas telling you, oh my God, in a few generations, black people. No, it doesn't work this way. White folks breeding out black folks, no, they have to do a genocide in order for that to happen. That's what they have to do. And they have done it. And it still ain't worked yet, you dumb motherfuckers. For anybody making this argument, this is where this energy's going. Any of you B1 motherfuckers arguing about genetic annihilation of black people, It's a non-scientific argument. It's a non-scientific argument. What you are in fact doing is you're protecting the white gene. That's what you're doing. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. He's a Geechee Politico safe ninja policing us. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. Thanks for the super chat. Let me make sure I ain't missing these super chats. I think I missed one of Brandon's shits. So Brandon asked me, would you also agree that many black men are shame sensitive? I know brothers that literally freeze up verbally when someone like Umar shames them with pro-black community rants. Yeah, I do. I made that argument a while ago. I believe that black men are way more shame sensitive than women because women have been told to practice a master morality. Men have been told to practice a slave morality. You are here to serve. And if again, we are raised mostly by women. We are raised mostly by women. Your upbringing, your social engineering has a lot to do with what your morality is and where you seek righteousness. And they use your mother, the whole mother thing to get you to move. They use your mother and your manhood to get you to move in the direction they want you to go. Somebody that looks like your mother. What does my mother got to do with the bitch that's going to be sucking my dick? I did a video a couple years ago called the Oedipusy complex. It's still there. Oedipusy complex. Black men suffer from Oedipus complex. You're in love with your mamas. Or at least that's what they teach you. They teach you to be in love with your mamas. They use your mother to shame you. Unfortunately, since so many niggas got so much mama trauma, that shit ain't working. That shit ain't gonna work. Hood said if them dudes in the Umar interview said, "Where's the school?" it would have been dead in the water. See, let me tell you, a lot of these places where Umar goes, it's probably discussed beforehand what can or can't be spoken on. I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, Umar, we ain't doing talk about the school. As soon as that motherfucker sit down, yeah, so Umar, how that school coming along, man? How that school coming? Where's the black boy school at? At this point, he might as well build a school for girls. Well, y'all niggas don't want to do nothing for the community. Y'all don't want to do nothing for the community. The only requirement is, at least the initial requirement is get you a black woman. How the school coming along? Where the school at? Can we come see the school? How that school coming? You got them books? Where them books at? Where them lockers? We want to see the lockers, Umar. We want to see the lunchroom, Umar. He might as well do his Oprah. Just build a school for girls and, pro-blackness is white supremacy. All they do is, like most of your pro-black motherfuckers, especially on YouTube, all they do is compare y'all niggas to white men. Why y'all ain't doing for black women what the white man do for his woman? I'm making this shit up. Some of your favorite detractors of the space do this. Some of your favorite detractors. I ain't saying no names. You know who I'm talking about. You supposed to build Wakanda for these bitches. That's what you supposed to have done. You supposed to win the slave revolt. Shout out to General Tito, because we discussed this. And shout out to Mr. Z, because he discussed this. I've been saying that a long time. These motherfuckers are mad because you didn't defeat the white man in slavery. They mad that you ain't giving them the life that they think the white woman is getting from their white man. None of y'all niggas ain't never worked nowhere where white women didn't work. You ain't never worked nowhere. And white women work at McDonald's. But you let black women tell it. You let these late 30s, early 40s bitches tell it. These chicks are sitting up somewhere chilling while a man is, you know, in a fucking Brooks Brothers suit somewhere getting big money. Like all, you know, all the majority of white folks. They call it the 1% for a reason. They call it the 1% for a reason. And the much as they hate Kevin Samuels, as much as that motherfucker said there's only a small percentage of motherfuckers getting over 100,000 a year, the technical requirements for your black ass to be equal, to get basic respect, is to make more than 6 figures. And these motherfuckers will tell you that these women don't owe you respect because you ain't take this bitch over yet. Or because you don't build, or you don't do this, you know. Insert white man comparison here. This is what the pro-black niggas say. And they say it to pander to these hoes. Now, if that ain't white supremacy, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Motherfuckers is less than a century out of the fire hoses, the dogs, and drinking out of black water fountains. Less than 100 years. And here we are. Here we are. You got motherfuckers, you know, doing what they do. You got girls talking about, oh, but y'all don't make that much more than us. We say, well, you know, because first they say they running rings around us. Then we say, no, that's not true. We make more money than you, even with all your fucking education. Well, you don't make that much more. Anywhere else for the goalpost to go? And then these hotep niggas will come in and say, that's right, niggas, y'all didn't build it. What, we supposed to build Negro Town on top of the buildings that are already here? Should we get in the Negro Town tanks and jets and shoot off the Negro Town missiles and take over this shit? What I'm trying to understand is, why don't the pro-black motherfuckers, is in all the time that they spend trying to get whatever passport, bro, red pill, black manosphere motherfucker to get on board with their shit, why they ain't build it? Why they ain't build it? Here you got a Umar. His original platform was to build a school for black boys. Where is it? Your school ain't here. Why? Because niggas won't fuck with black women. Where's your school, Umar? You said, now niggas say niggas don't build. Well, nigga, you ain't build. You ain't build. Where the school at? This nigga will tell black men who they should marry and procreate with. Oh, let's talk about, where the fuck is his wife? Oh, he got 2 kids? He's a baby daddy twice over? He has 2 baby mamas. Nigga, where your wives? You can't preach some shit you not doing, my nigga. Where's your wife? Show us the thing that you're talking about. Shout out to the black toxic masculinist. Show us the thing you're talking about, bro. How do niggas take this nigga seriously? This nigga got 2 baby mamas. This nigga done chased 2 community hoe bitches that we know about. The conscious stripper. Nigga got exposed for that. And y'all know where I'm going next. This nigga running around behind Suki Hana. This is the final boss. This is, you know, the guy with the big ankh on his head, like at the end of the game. This is the king of B1. That nigga would want to fight me if I debated him. He would want to fight me. Because I'd be like that nigga that I played the short of. You a motherfucker talking all that shit. Boom. Nigga got 2 baby mamas. Boom. Nigga in the strip club. Boom. Getting lap dances. Boom. This nigga claims to be a relative of Frederick Douglass. Right? A man married to a white woman, right? You picked Frederick Douglass to connect yourself to, nigga. You ain't never had to tell none of us that. You can't preach about gotta stay with the black woman. And you came in riding the horse of Frederick Douglass? These niggas are a joke, bro. They are a joke. Where is B1 City? Show me where B1 City. Nigga, y'all niggas don't build. Y'all niggas don't build. You don't build. Show me where the Black First gas station is. Let me ride the Black First airline. Show me where the B1 supermarket is. B1 Farms. You got a half a gallon of B1 milk? Where's the B1 hospital? Show me where B1 Bank is, motherfucker. Oh, you can't do that until we get on board. Until you stop niggas from flying overseas. Until you stop niggas from marrying out. All the money that you know is going out of the community and into the Mexican community and the white community and all these other motherfuckers, right? Those people, you know, can't build the shit without them, right? All these pro-black motherfuckers. You can't build it without us, huh? You need niggas to help you build it. But you want to keep black sperm to black women. How do you spread your shit? It's called colonization. The Chinese understand it. The Chinese are flying to your Pan-African aspiration over on the continent and knocking up African women. That's how it's done, nigga. You think like there's a Chinese guy in China saying, hey, you can't go to Africa and knock up the African women. No, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what's gonna happen? These African guys, these Chinese guys that are going to Africa, knocking up these African women, those offspring of those women will identify somewhat with their fathers. Y'all niggas don't build. Okay, show us how it's done. Show us how it's done. Be the thing that you're preaching. You ain't even build the school, nigga. You ain't build the school, nigga. All these Pan-African niggas. Pan-Africans. I'm like Dean Big Brother Almighty from School Days, nigga. You don't know nothing about Africa. You don't know a goddamn thing about Africa. You got to get on the white man airline to get there. Why are all the Pan-Africans in America? You can't pan Africa from America. Get on Pan Am and Pan Africa. Get on Pan Am, nigga. TWA. You supposed to do Pan-African shit from over there. And just about everybody I know or know of, O'Shea is like, it ain't what y'all niggas think, dog. O'Shea over there. It's nice. It's cool, and it's, you know, the fucking dream of, oh, I'm a be in America, enjoy America, and wear dashikis and shit. Wear kente cloth and shit. Like, nigga, that's cosplay, nigga. You cosplaying, motherfuckers. This is cosplay. If you was about it, you'd go over there. If you Pan-African. Get your ass on a plane, nigga. Get your ass on a plane and go build it. Says, oh, these motherfuckers are waiting for us to come over there with open arms. Why are you here? Why are you here? Shouldn't you be passporting to that motherfucker over there? But no, you got the Chinese over there because the people in the Africans in those nations are giving the Chinese way more leeway than they will give your black ass. Somebody respond to me. I dare you. I dare you. No, because nigga don't understand what's going on over there. Okay. All right. Okay. I know that if you're Chinese, you don't need to partner with a national to start a business. But your black ass do. I dare somebody tell me, hey, Marcus, do your research. I dare you. I dare you. All this pro-black, Pan-African bullshit from a distance. It's easy to play that shit from America. Go there. Get it out the mud, niggas. The real mud. In order for you to get basic respect as a black man in America, these niggas will tell you that you got to overthrow this bitch. Y'all niggas don't run no industries. Y'all niggas don't do this. Y'all niggas don't do that. Black women don't owe you no respect until you take the bitch over. Well, let's go. How many other groups of men live in North America that have accomplished this thing that black men have to accomplish, right? What other group of men control an industry in America? What other group of men have thrown over shit in America? And all these other groups of men get basic respect from their women. Power. 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 Let me see. Let me make sure. Tito, I got to wrench you up, man. I'm just saying. All this shit a nigga got to do for basic. I bet you, look, it don't even fucking matter. Niggas could take over this motherfucker. Niggas could do that capital shit. You know. Remember the shit that the niggas did, you know? Oh, the white people did, right? The Capitol raid. The Capitol raid, right? When they stormed the Capitol. Niggas could do that. Niggas could actually take this shit over. It ain't gonna matter. The bitches still won't. They won't. This shit could be the United States of niggas. That shit ain't gonna change these shit. They not gonna fall in line. They not going to fall in line, man. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But this motherfucker will leave out that black women don't do shit for the community. Black women are on dating apps chasing white men. You don't say shit about that. The funny thing is, Umar, shout out to Bernard Riley, was on another. He was matter of fact, no. He was on he went at what's her name? Melissa Ford. He went at Melissa Ford. And nigga went full Kevin Samuels. He went full Kevin Samuels, y'all. Who heard it? The nigga went full Kevin Samuels on Melissa Ford. Oh, bitch, you waited. Oh, you waited until you was. I've been telling. Shout out to my man Ash Macadamian from Facebook. I don't know if you in the building, but shout out to you. Cause niggas said, you know, when these women are young, you know, and they got their BBL, nobody's giving the bitches with BBLs and surgery rings. It's bullshit. Bullshit. These women are turning down proposals because they want to cash in the pussy while they're young. They want to cash it in. Keep telling y'all this. It's not that these, bro, I've been around more bitches with fake shit than most of you niggas. I'm telling you. They want to cash in their youth. This being young in my 20s with pussy thing is profitable. So they cash in their youth. But nigga went in on Melissa Ford. Went in on her. And basically contradicted all the bullshit he was saying before that. Contradicted himself. Why people take this nigga seriously in 2023? That nigga's a caricature of himself. He's a caricature of himself. This nigga's a straight clown. Straight clown. Let me get you. Gotcha. All right. Straight clown. This can't be your king, man. Can't be. Can't be. These bitches can go out every day of the week and eat on a nigga. These bitches are not interested in fucking with you niggas in their 20s. Which is why a lot of these chicks in their 30s are talking about where all the good men went. And then you got to get, you know, dashiki dickhead. Y'all nigga need to marry these hoes. This shit is fake, yo. The whole shit is fake. The whole shit is fake. This pro-black is bullshit. So I'm a hold on. Let me check this out. This nigga ain't even done the shit himself. This nigga's not married. Ain't build it. And it's all the niggas that don't do none of this shit that they tasking niggas to do. They the ones with the biggest mouths because they want to be seen and heard talking that shit. Oh my God, Umar, you so real. So the divester said, I am seeking refuge in the white man's community. Mind you, I live on the intracoast in Florida. Keep it 100 is very correct that buys respect. Ain't no amount of money that's going to wash the dust off y'all niggas, man. I keep telling you. You could be Scrooge McDuck swimming in money. None of that shit is going to wash the dust off y'all niggas. Y'all niggas are the Tinkerbells of Dusty. Y'all generate dust. Y'all some dusty motherfuckers. Shout out to Dr. Thunder, Ninja Dust, available on Amazon. Get you some, nigga. Ninja Dust, niggas. Ain't no amount of money will wash the dust off you. You watch the best of us get played, the best of us. You busting your ass for respect. The sad thing is, man, I know a lot of niggas, they want respect. We are, as a group of men, we are love and respect starved. And that's why we chase this shit. That's why black men are chasing this shit. Niggas will tell me, but Marcus, most black men want black women. No, they want respect and they want love. And these niggas shame them from going to get it where they can. Niggas feel like they stuck. They're stuck at the nigga store of respect and love. Black women, for these niggas, have the monopoly on respect and love. And they put that shit on the carrot. I mean, pardon me, they put the carrot on the fucking fishing line. Ooh, niggas, you got to be quicker than that. Give a fuck what you give these women. Diamonds, cars, is not. If she don't fuck with you, it don't matter what you come with. Niggas busting their ass to make sure, I got to stay $2 ahead of this bitch. These niggas that tell me, I got to make more than my woman. That means somebody else could come and buy your bitch anytime. If you got to buy your bitch respect, and the homie said it in the show, if you got to pay for that love, you got to pay for that respect, that means that shit can be sold at any given time to somebody else. You got to go somewhere, look for something where your inherent character is what's keeping her there. That can't be replaced as easily. If her whole reason for being there is that bitch gonna escape. Niggas can't get this, they can't get around this concept. So I'm gonna put this link up. It's a word called concise. Let's practice that tonight. Concise. Concise is a Saturday night, people. It was a cultivated prostitution. Absolutely. Yeah. You pussy selling hoes, nigga. What's going on, Doc? Hold on, let me unmute you. I think you're on mute.
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on?
What's happening, dude?
What's happening, man? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Me and you have never spoken on pro-blackness, right? But let me drop this comment. Speak your mind, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, black nationalist or pro-black, B1, a lot of these things get thrown around. They do kind of mean different things, and they're not necessarily monolithic, but for the most part, the pro-black thing is a dog whistle for worshiping black women. That's what what it is. So
right.
it's presented in a way to make it seem as though it is intended to serve all folks, all black people. But that's not really the goal. The goal is to serve black women at any cost. That's the goal. So yeah, in my issue with Umar, because Umar is kind of like, he's a smart brother, he's an educated brother, right? He's He's well spoken. He's got the oratorical skills and all of that, right? Which makes him an ideal person to peddle the kind of stuff that he peddles. It wouldn't be convincing, and it could be easily sort of pushed to the side if he didn't have that sort of, if he didn't have the particular skill set that he has, if he didn't talk to folks the way that they like to be talked to, the way that they expect Black folks to talk to you, you know? And so it makes him dangerous because some of the stuff that he says you can get with, and some of the stuff, but a lot of the stuff that he says, obviously his agenda is to worship Black women. At all costs, we must worship, bow down, kneel, kiss the ring, all of that. So that's my general assessment of that. And there's no wonder why there's such a preponderance, such a usual transference sort of from this sort of pro-Black community for these Black women to becoming divestors.
So let me ask you something. And I'm gonna ask you the question. I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you for the purpose of the conversation. What is Dr. Umar's education? What is his degree?
Honestly, I don't remember what his degree is. I'm not sure. He's a PhD, but I don't remember what his specific area of research is.
See, this is the problem that I have when we talk about education, and this relates to this space also. We got to stop pretending that because a nigga got an education, he's qualified to talk about all things. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. What we do is we kind of lend somebody like this credit and qualification. Like, we qualify people because they went to school, no matter what their education is. It's like saying that the dentist can perform the open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Right. So and I think that too much of that takes place, especially with us. And that's not just a thing that's within this space, but with Black people at large. It's like, we do too much of that shit where we qualify people because they went to school, because they got a degree.
Well, it's a logical fallacy to invalidate someone because they don't have a degree, invalidate their argument solely based on the fact that they don't have a degree. And likewise, if you have a degree, it doesn't make your argument more valid. I mean, this is one-on-one logical fallacy. It's called plea to authority.
I'll tell you what his education is based out of. It's osteopathic medicine. So, I mean, it's the equivalent of a liberal arts degree, in my opinion. So that's kind of Umar in a nutshell.
I don't see your name, but can you repeat that, sir?
Real quick, before you say that, Shane, I gotta shout out somebody. I'm not gonna say your name, brother. Thank you for the Cash App. Shout out to you for the Cash App. He who shall remain nameless. I appreciate it. But yeah, go ahead, Shane.
Osteopathic medicine. That's where his education is in.
Right. Well, whatever his education is, and Rael says child psychology. I remember him saying that his degree rested somewhere in the realm of either psychology, or like psychiatric, whatever, somewhere in that realm. My shout out to Mr. Donnie Mac. I see you. My thing is, what we need to stop doing, and again, it happens not only just in Black culture, but even in this space where we give motherfuckers like 360-degree credibility, talking outside of the realm of their actual education because they have one. Right? So, I just want to say that because, and I'm only saying that, Doc, in reference to you saying, well, he's the perfect guy to say this, that, and the other. No, he's really not. A lot
Well,
of
he is no, yeah, but understand what I meant. I'm not endorsing him based on having degrees or being eloquent. I'm saying that's what black folks do. They want you to have, certain. It's like there's like check boxes. Okay, he a PhD, check. Okay, he's got this oratorical skills. Okay, check. Okay, he's talking all this pro black stuff. Check. It's that kind of thing. And I mean, regardless as to what his education is, it does take a certain level of diligence and intelligence to be able to complete the degree that he has. So I don't want to belittle that, but you don't have to. Also, you don't have to lay down because somebody that has a doctorate came in the room and act as though you have nothing valid to contribute to the conversation. Nor should we just let them have carte blanche and be talking all kind of out the side of their neck.
I mean, it takes a certain amount of intelligence to complete a general mechanic certification, right? So, you know what I'm saying? But that's all. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Your point is that we typically look for leaders that, he went to school, which therefore he's qualified to speak. I mean, that's not the only place we look for leaders. We also look for leaders in the church. I remember when Umar first came onto the scene, he used to speak in like this tone that sounded like a preacher. That's how
100%.
That's how Obama campaigned to black people. Also, you have to talk like you're at the pulpit to get black people's attention, right?
Yep.
So
the thing about black people is, the black society likes to be entertained and convinced into doing something, and they're more or less swindled by the appearance of ability rather than actual accomplishments.
That's not just a black thing.
Well, I mean, that's what we're discussing tonight.
But this is why it's hard to, when it comes to these pro-black people, right? This is, whether you want to talk about, I mean, I can go through names. It ain't just about Umar. Shit, we could talk about Brother Polite.
Yep.
Who quick as a flash, we found out what he was about. And I'm not even talking about what he about to go to jail for. I'm talking about when that motherfucker went left, super left. These are your pro-black people who reveal that they're the same coons they was talking about. They was talking down because, certain motherfuckers wasn't bowing down to women.
Man, got a little money.
And I wanted to bring up this about the whole, seeming qualified versus people actually that have accomplishments behind what they're doing. Ice Cube, with his plan for Black America, he was actively doing stuff, and people were looking at him like, well, who is he? Just a rapper?
Right. I remember that.
Wow. You got these guys that got this charisma that ain't doing shit. They ain't got nothing to their name except their big mouth. And it's like people will flock to what sounds good.
So let me work this panel. Trying to see what order everybody came on in. I think Dre.
I want to follow
Matter
up.
of fact, who I pulled up, who came up after Shane? I'm trying to remember.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on? Who's that? Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of chime in on what Dr. Thunder was just saying about Umar Johnson's character. And first of all, thanks, man. This is the first time I'm getting on your show, man. I'm, a real big fan. I appreciate all your streams, man. And I was peeping out General Tito's comment, your partner, because he I think that was pretty much right on the mark. He did a stream talking about supremacy, like basically just like, when people have a certain amount of followers on YouTube. So that goes a lot into what's going on.
Subscriber supremacy.
Subscriber supremacy, exactly. and I think he was calling it the Huxtable paradox. But yeah, I agree with what Dr. Thunder was saying too. You know, in the sense that Umar was the right person. He was the right voice coming out of, you know, Generation X and making the points that he was making. So it's I guess it's bittersweet when you see that he's not really fully in the game, you know. But
what made him that?
I think well, for me as someone you know, who's a millennial, trying to get that structure, trying to see what was going on, you know, as far as Pan-Africanism, getting that Huxtable kind of image. He's just really disappointing because he's not really serious. So it's just, like I said, bittersweet. You can't really put too much into him, you know, because he's not that kind of, I guess, conservative, consistent image that you want. But
I think we hand out the black leader card or badge way too early.
Way too early. And his degree, yeah, I think it actually is in psychiatry or psychology, family therapy, or whatever the case may be. But even in that, I'm not seeing his key latch. Like, what is he going to attach himself with as far as his family? I guess it would have been the school, but you know, it's not anything that I would put my hopes to, you know. So I'll keep it concise right there. But yeah,
This is it's a strategy. I think it's a strategy by the dominant society to assist in heaping up leaders that are easy to topple, easy to show as buffoons. It ends up making us look, you know, ends up making us look all of us look bad. Also, when you think of leadership, period, we don't, in this country, we don't talk about, well, where are your white leaders? Where are your Asian leaders? I need to see the Mexican leaders. The only community that does that is the black community. They don't. We're the only ones that they do that to.
You know, we need a Messiah. We need a Messiah.
Yeah.
You need a Messiah. We're looking for a Messiah. We're looking for the exalted, bright Negro to come save everybody.
If y'all don't mind, I would like to get in next after whoever's after Dr. Thunder.
All right,
go ahead.
This is what I'm gonna do. Dre, you're gonna go, and then I want to hear from Mr. Royce J. Everybody ain't speak yet, and then I got people backstage that I gotta bring up. So Dre, 316. Is it 316? I say 416. Call me 416.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So 416 is a Toronto area code, as I live in Canada, but I've been in the space for a little bit, so yeah, I've seen a lot. And like before the stream, I was over on Angry Man's channel, and he was actually discussing similar to what you're talking about, especially on the Umar part. And I said it in his chat and whatnot about like what Umar's doing. Like it's goofy as hell. It's like you're spending all this time depolicing men and pocket watching and hating and all that kind of shit, but like, where's the school? Where's the school? Right? And it's like you don't have anything to show for it, though you're trying to talk about Kobe's wife. I don't want to say his ex-wife or
his widow.
His
widow, yeah.
Yeah, his widow's wife. Like you're doing all that kind of stuff, but like, what is he actually doing for the community? Because this is a guy that's trying to tell you what to do, but he has two baby mamas. And like, I actually seen a video of him speaking about his baby mom like a year ago or some shit like that. And he was talking about all the shit his baby mom did to him. And the Sisterhood of Failure, they got at him, and he went back to his pandering stuff after that. Like
it's a smoke screen.
Yeah,
it's a smoke screen.
It's really, yeah, it's really sad to see, because it's just like, if you claim you're actually trying to help, why isn't the school built? And why aren't you speaking about the stuff that like is affecting black men and stuff that's actually affecting you personally? Like it doesn't make any sense unless you're just pandering. And if you want to pander, it's cool. Do what you got to do, right? But it's just like, why do you have to lie about it? Well, I mean, I know why you have to lie about it, but it's just like, damn, the fact that you're lying about it, like, how can you respect somebody like that? Like, when you know what they're doing, unless you're uninformed, you know what they're doing. Like, it's crazy.
So, all right. So let me read the comment that's on the screen. Maggie, shout out to Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Maggie says being good at school does not necessarily mean higher intelligence. It's like going to church don't make you closer to God. Like none of this means nothing. It means nothing. Nothing from nothing means nothing. Nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah, there was actually a point that like there's a dude that talks a lot in your streams, Rael. I seen him around the space a lot, and like personally, I haven't agreed with everything that he says. But when he was on one of your like previous streams, a couple streams ago maybe, he made a great point, and I wanted to respond to that point. Like, black men, especially American black men, are respected worldwide, but they don't know that they are. But you are.
So let me read this comment. Now I'm gonna have to move on to Royce J. So Rael, who in his history have me and Rael haven't always agreed, but Rael says a lot of real shit. Look, I don't care who it is. I don't care how I feel about you. When you say some real shit, you say some real shit, right?
He was on
You
your
know
panel when he said that.
So shout out to Rael. Rael says black intelligentsia starting with Du Bois, has cast this intellectual cloud over Black America that keeps blacks from practical solutions because they believe black solutions are from white institutions. Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's 100%.
Right. So all you got to do is dress it. This is why, like, even in this space, motherfucker throw a suit on, we listen to him. Motherfuckers come at me because I got backwards cap on. So apparently, none of this shit, no matter how real or how much sense it makes, I don't know. Maybe I should throw on some pinstripes or some shit. Right? This is
like I said before, you got to entertain black folks a lot of times. You know what I mean? Like everybody was saying Kanye was the realest shit on the planet until he stopped rapping.
You gotta dress up your blackness. That's what this shit is about. You gotta dress up your blackness. If you black, it's implied that you dumb, you broke, you ain't intelligent. You got to dress that shit up with either paperwork or whatever you're wearing, or a bunch of big words, emphatically, super emphatic mathematically.
Like Anger Man used to say in them $5 words.
The positivity of. Don't get me started, man. Yo, Royce J, what's going on, man?
Hey, what up, Marcus? How you doing today, man?
My brother.
Yeah.
Brother, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Me and Umar are diametrically opposed. I lived that SYSBM life to the fullest, and I am his enemy. He wants to give me lashes, but this guy is, and I think everybody touched on it. Umar is a prototype. He's Pookie in the suit, really, when you think about it. He's everything that they want Ghost from Power to be. He is, man. He is the prototype of what they want Ghost to be.
The thing with Umar, I find interesting, right? Like again, like all this is really like it's a smokescreen. He came in saying he's going to build a school for boys, which means he saw that there was an issue, with black men. But you can't save the boys without offending the black women. So that shit has kind of taken a back seat is taking the back seat. You get this was his issue. His issue when he came on the scene was black women. It wasn't us. He was here to save the boys. Right? But who you got to save the boys from? Who you saving the boys from? We done read all the peer review studies about why black boys are having their issues. Who you got to save them from? And my man said cancel. Mill men, you crazy. I see just now seeing cancelization. I ain't fucking with you, Mill men.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't want to comment on that. Like
my man General Tito said, I dress my blackness up as Plantation Pat. Plantation Pat gonna get y'all niggas in some trouble, man. But yeah, man, he came to save black boys. Who you gotta save? Thank you, Royce, for jumping in here, man. Thanks for making room. I'm gonna bring up Leon. But you know, Chaos, hold on, Chaos. You gotta save the black. If you came here to save black boys, you gotta save them from the mothers.
That's kind of what I want to talk about.
That's the wardens and the stewards of black boys are the women.
I'm about to drop down. I was just gonna say, like, Umar he's saving the black boys from the evil white man, but really it's black women that's doing all this bullshit. Just saying.
We know this. We know it, and that's
why.
Look,
but Umar, he's a pander African. He ain't a pan African. He's a pander.
Bro, you gonna give me the spit in this coffee, bro, on in public, man. You know what I'm saying? You try to play me in front of people. What I'm saying, look, y'all remember the women were trying to destroy this dude.
Yeah, for a moment.
In the beginning, the black women were trying to destroy this dude, right? So, hold that thought, Leon. Mr. O, what's going on?
What's happening, Marcus? What's happening, Dr. Thunder? What's happening, the rest of the gentlemen on the panel? Oh, man. Umar Infantunde, or should we just call him Dr. Umar Johnson? I still don't understand how these so-called pseudoscience pro-black gurus want to call it still educated. He's the epitome of Damon Wayans' character from In Living Color to me at this point. I'm dead ass serious, Mark. You know how I get down. I'm about to cook this nigga on your podcast. Can I just get a few ticks? Umar Johnson brought up Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant, a fellow Philadelphian just like himself, to go ahead and illustrate what not to do as a modern black man. Wasn't Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant getting extorted by his baby boomer parents because he didn't want to go ahead fund for they ridiculous lifestyle, even trying to steal his ability? But that's supposed to be black love, right? That's part of black love, right? Wasn't Kobe Jelly Bean was in a relationship with a R&B singer by the name of Brandy Norwood, who in turn left him for R&B singer that was some thuggo shit, you know what I'm saying? She didn't want to deal with a guy that could speak foreign language.
You balling out a little bit, brother. We're losing you. We're losing you. Shout out to Big Kev, man. What's going on, Kev? Thank you for the super chat, man. He said, "Where the school, Umar? Is the question of the hour? Where the motherfucking school at, man? Which school at?" But go ahead, Mr. O. Mr. O, you got a better signal?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up a little bit. All right, so Umar Johnson wants to go ahead and criticize a deceased pro athlete that did more luxurious and bombastic shit in his entire life than he ever did, and now he want to go and criticize his widow, the woman that decided to go ahead and extend his legacy to the max. You know what I'm saying? And RIP to Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi and all the people on the helicopter. But still though, this man tried to deal with a black sister. She didn't want him because she wanted, I guess, a thuggo or some kind of nigga with more status and more money. I don't know how you get more status and more money than a pro athlete who's compared to one of the greatest athletes of all time, but I digress. But did he ask the same question about Tina Turner's husband, Erwin Bach. Or I'll go even further. What about Nina Simone? What happened to Nina Simone's estate? I mean, I'll wait. What about Garcelle Bouvet? You know, the actress played Fancy on Jamie Foxx show, who married a white dude, got divorced by a white dude, and now she got paid alimony and child support to say a white dude. Or Aisha Tyler. Aisha Tyler. Oh yeah, Halle Berry. Yeah. Or Iman. Remember Iman that was married to David Bowie, and she got exited out of the will, and the kids getting all the money, and she ain't getting ish. Umar, where's your cry for help on this particular endeavor? And none of the money got back into the community. Unless we can't call the B Dub that does everything that we get accused of being called a coon. I have yet to see. I'm just saying, I have yet to see it.
You don't know. You don't know about the Iman Community Center out in Philly?
Iman Community Center. I never heard of it.
Yeah, that's news.
Of course you haven't.
You ain't shit.
Of course you haven't. What about the Tina Turner Community Fund, the college fund? Tina Turner Community College for underprivileged Black youth.
What about Josephine Baker?
Dr. Thunder, I need you here when I speak.
Sure.
So yeah, Diane Carroll, Dorothy Dandridge. I mean, I'm just saying the list goes on and on, but for some reason,
So Millman says, y'all better stop talking this shit before y'all get cancelized.
And I pass. I'll go ahead and pass, Mike.
Hey, look, you can't say cancelize if you ain't got a degree, motherfucker. You gotta have a degree.
Cancelize.
You gotta say canceled or cancellation.
Cancelize
for the educated, motherfuckers. You can't say that shit. Okay? Watch your mouth.
I'm not involved in any of that.
Yo, Leon, hold on, Mr. O. Leon, you've been holding. Talk to me.
Yes.
Man.
So I have a health science degree. I'm working on my bachelor's. I wonder how far I go. So his degree is actually very important. I'm in my mid 30s. So that means I came into elementary in the 90s. The years that they were giving Black kids Adderall, Percocets, Ritalin, anything to adjust our behavior, our attitudes towards everything.
I thought you was rapping.
So, what's up?
No, I thought you was rapping. You said Percocet.
Well, okay. Yeah, so.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't.
Osteopathic doctorate degrees are degrees where they try to find treatment without medication. So his foundation, I fully agree with. The foundation of his idea, why he went down that path.
What are you talking about, Umar?
Because, yes, the foundation of
which path?
The osteopathic medication doctorate degree. Because it's a degree that says wait before giving these kids Adderall.
Hey, Leon, could you
be quiet, Dre. So this is a treatment of doctors that go down the medical field, get their doctorates, and it's based around some of the primary people get they become chiropractors, for example. Most people don't process that when you go to a chiropractor's office, they'll pop your neck, pop your back, but it's this 5 to 10 to 15 minutes of you watching how to change your diet or waking up and stretching. Things that physically alter yourself without medication. Waking up, taking a jog. They try to inform people, have them focused on these type of things that can change your ideas and your mind. So if you take we talk, me, BJS, and you talk, I'm a military brat. And I used to get in a lot of shit when I went down to Baltimore or Chicago, trying to live through that, the adjustment and how the culture is. So he could have went down the path of a psychologist and been a therapist or whatever. But the part that I like about him is that he got that degree in the 90s when black boys, they were just trying to put us on fucking drugs 24/7
I
to
gotta say
conform.
that, like, I gotta say,
Dre, be quiet. But how he uses it goes beyond, and it's like he's corrupting the same thing that he has his degree in, because he's making it around this pureness of pro-blackness that doesn't have anything to do with it. It's like, yes, you're black. I'm using my degree and I'm educating people because it's not only for the mind, it's for your body and all that kind of stuff. And that's part of his Black Hotep shit. So I get it. But he's utilizing his degree in the wrong way. Because it's the foundation of what he did was to help boys not be on fucking drugs, which they were trying to give us. Andre, mute your mic, bro.
Low key, you're kind of doing
Okay,
what
just
he's
fuck
doing.
it.
Like low key, you're kind of doing what he's doing, right? Because like you said that he has a degree in like osteopathic medicine. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
Like
just go ahead and
I
finish.
looked it up. That's like it's talking about like overall medicine, like full body medicine. And you said
Okay.
chiropractic, like
Yeah.
So
Andre,
Dr.
if
T, I was just saying, Dr. T like actually has a PhD in African American studies, and he's doing way more for the black community than Dr. Umar is.
I'm not defending that. What I'm saying is the foundation of why he got his degree. I agree with, but the bullshit that he's doing now, I don't. So if me being in my mid 30s, we were the generation that they were giving Adderall, Percocets, and Prozac, fucking everything too. So if you had the ability to go to a doctor that said, "Hold on, let me take a look at what's going on with this child's life," before just handing him drugs, that was his foundation. But now he's converted it into this hyper pro black, be with black women. This is the only fucking way bullshit. So I'm saying his degree is actually important to some extent. It's actually seriously important. But the way it's being utilized and how he structures it is some bullshit.
I would actually say like Dr. Thunder has a PhD in it's something music related, and he does more for the black community than Umar does.
It has nothing to do with that, bro. We all play a part in it.
I'm not saying your degree or your PhD has more to do with
keep it 100. Peace out, bro. Andre, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, he been on some disrespectful shit from like a minute ago. I don't know what he's tripping on, but he been on some.
Yeah, I got an issue like from some other stream or something, man. Like what just happened here?
I don't know. He been wilding out from the other day. I don't know what his deal is, but he been wilding out and on some disrespectful shit to niggas. So I don't know what his deal is.
I'm not sure, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he wanted me to stay on, because you remember he said Dr. Thunder wants you to be on for this. I'm not sure what the benefit of me being on for that, unless he was going to come to it. Go ahead.
He's basically doing the degree supremacy, like basically you can't anybody that's under me can't speak to me type shit. But the shit that you're talking about, like, it's not showing your actual intelligence, which is if you want to like showcase your degrees and your all that kind of shit, like you need to show your intelligence at the same time too. But he's not doing that.
Yeah, I'm very utilitarian with degrees, and frankly, I think there's been a great deal of degree inflation, and that is these institutions create more elite degrees and different programs. It used to be that the only doctors were medical doctors, but then the other disciplines started saying, "Hey, well, we want to be able to call folks doctors." And some of that
thanks
came
to the boomers.
And some of that came from the Catholic Church. Actually, the Catholic Church will call So you have early church fathers, and those are writers of significance in ancient church. But then you have those that are considered doctors of the faith. In other words, those that their readings, their interpretations are sort of elevated above others, and they're considered doctors. They're called doctors. And so I think academia sort of followed that sort of thought process. So now you have all these PhDs, and then you have EDDs. My degree is a DMA. You know, same level, just different, but it's just in music. So you have all of these areas that did this. But I'm very utilitarian with degrees, and I don't actually care what you call me. And I'm not title oriented. Never have been. I got degrees necessary for the job that I have, and then I got an additional degree because I thought it might be beneficial since I'm tenured. So that was the purpose of that. All the rest of it doesn't matter. All I care about is what you can do. Can you do something or not? And as a musician, can you play or not? I know in 5 seconds if you can play or not. I don't care what degree you have.
That kind of falls into
let me jump in here real quick, right? And Leon, hold on 1 second, because now I got a full panel when you drop down. This is the thing. This is what I got from what Leon was saying, right? Leon said, "What's up, Ferg? I see you." Leon says that, his degree is important, but what he's doing is he's taking advantage of Black folks lending, credibility to an education that then it becomes this catch-all to talk about anything because you went to school.
Yep.
And
I heard that.
Like, right. And so that's what I got. Now, Leon, you went long distance with it, but that's what I got from what he said. To be honest, if Umar was using his degree for the boys, like he started off, he lost his way. He's been lost. At this point, he's just a dude talking out of his neck. I wouldn't care what he went to school for. Like his at this point, his degree is irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's irrelevant.
Didn't he go to a PWI?
It's irrelevant.
That doesn't matter where you went to.
It's irrelevant. Once you go out of bounds of your education in the discussion, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Like, look, don't think you're gonna school anybody on anything outside of, not to say that your education, or better yet, your intelligence is limited to what you went to school for, because that's its own fallacy. So, Doc, I'm gonna say it before you do. But what I'm saying is, once you are talking about something else, then your credibility in that can be called into question. Because the thing you went to school for, you have abandoned that.
Yeah, this is why I think the whole idea of addressing the argument is so important. So I don't care who delivers the argument. The argument still has to be addressed. You still have to defeat the argument, or you have to present a counterexample. You have to cite sources. You have to produce evidence. It's still the same thing. And so just because somebody has a degree, they don't get to say some gobbledygook and rhyme every once in a while with a Southern preacher growl, and then now we're supposed to be like, oh yeah, Umar said it must be true. See, that's our problem. We have and it's not just Black folks that do that, by the way.
But we're the most guilty.
We're very guilty of it, but in commercials, they have this standard thing when they want you to respect the person, and it's an actor. It's an actor. You want to respect what it is that they're saying. They have a white lab coat on.
Dr. Thunder, that's why I rock with you when I rock with Dr. T, right? Because like Dr. T actually has like a PhD or whatever in Black American Studies or whatever the degree is, but your degree is in music, or your PhD is in music. My apologies, and you guys actually speak to black male issues, so I respect that 100% because you're putting a lot on the line to even do that.
In a minute, I'm gonna have to make space on the panel, but this is the thing, yo.
I'm gonna keep it.
Let's see. I gotta watch this time too because I don't want this thing to be too long. This is the thing, though, man. The thing that he's doing now ain't got shit to do with education. That's why I say his degree is irrelevant. Him pandering, talking this, you know, the pro. You tell me what degree I can get in pro-black. What school can I go and get a pro-black PhD? The degree in tell these niggas to marry and procreate with black women only and that type of shit. Like where can I go get that education?
I think that's a women's studies degree. That's a thing. There's a women's studies degree, but yeah, there would be a preponderance of folks that would be making those arguments.
It has nothing to do. But what he's doing has nothing to do with an education. It's his point of view. His point of view
right.
is that black men need to do this, and black women don't got to do shit, and keep it black and blackity black, blackity blackity black black. I wouldn't give a fuck if he had a high school diploma or a GED. All that shit is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's actually irrelevant. But as
it's entertaining.
Because he went to school,
right?
We give him credence, right? We give him credence. Who dropped down? Somebody dropped down.
Yeah,
I forget. It might have been Dre. So,
I have no problem with Dre. He thought it was speaking from an edge. I'm trying to explain why his degree is important, and it's like if you understand the '90s to the 2000s with how many black.
Oh,
did
man.
I drop it? Oh, hold on. Sorry, bro. I think I might have hit I'm wiping ashes. I think I.
Some of that ninja dust. You wiping some of the ninja dust?
Yes, the ninja dust, man. This ninja. You know what I'm saying? Got the ninja dust, man. Leon, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, man.
All right. So this has nothing to do with degree supremacy. I was trying to explain. You came from a generation that you saw them giving out Adderall, Percocets, and everything else to young kids so they could participate in school, especially black boys. And I was one of them boys that they attempted to do that, but I'm a military brat, so I had access to healthcare and different type of doctors and therapists. And what I'm saying is that type of degree, you can be a chiropractor, but what comes along with being a chiropractor is influencing people's minds and bodies through eating different, working out, stretching, before taking the need to take pills to correct your behavior. Yeah. So he's taken that and added pro-blackness to it. And which he has boys come in, and he used to be hyperly focused on black boys not taking drugs and doing all that because that was his job. So he dealt with students. He was a counselor and everything else. That's what I'm saying. But what he's made it into is some bullshit manipulation where your only job, your only duty is through the womb of black women and black women alone and all that bullshit. It's bullshit. And it's Hotep shit on top of pro-black shit on top of Philly politics where the majority of Hoteps are from. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit.
Let me say this because I think I kind of like summarized your point before you jump back on. Shout out to Dre. Dre says, thanks for having me on. No disrespect to Leon. Thank you for the super chat, Dre. Check this out. I wouldn't give a fuck if he was a brain surgeon. Brain surgery is important too. I don't, and I'm not this ain't me coming at you, but I could give a fuck less about how important his degree is if he's not using it to benefit anyone. He's like having a hammer. Hammers are important if you want to bang nails in the wall, but shit.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of unbanged nails. He ain't hammering nails in the wall. He on the side chilling.
What
talking
Umar
shit.
is doing, he's preaching slave morality. I don't know if anybody's pointing that out. He's steady, consistently preaching slave morality.
I spoke about it earlier.
Yeah, and you know, I had to teach my sons a valuable lesson today because their mother came to visit, as she rarely does, and one of my sons was begging her to stay longer because she's not around. So after she left, I had to tell my son, I was like, "You remember the first lesson I told you about women?" And he was like, "Yes." And I asked him, "All right, what is it? Don't listen to they say, watch what they do." And I was like, "All right, good. Now here's another one. Don't beg a woman for nothing." And then he was like, "But that's mommy." I was like, she counts. She counts.
And
Umar is telling men to beg for shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's telling men to beg for everything, while at the same time being the loudest voice in the room, puffing his chest up to make it look like it's masculine.
Right.
It is not.
Let me
ask
want to
this
say
question.
one last thing, and then I'm going to go.
Okay, Doc, go ahead.
So eventually, maybe when I'm on here again sometime, I'll share that story I was talking about. You played that clip with the dude and the woman didn't want to give him the ring back from Love Is Blind. I think that was the first or second season, and I have a somewhat similar story. I got the ring back though. That's ancient history, but but I'm gonna go one layer higher than the sort of arc that you're painting. Keep it 100 by saying, why do I care that you have a degree if our discussion is not in your field of expertise, right? You certainly don't get to call special privileges when your expertise is not in the area of the argument or of the discussion. I get that. My one layer up would be, I don't care if you are an expert in the argument, in the topic. Your arguments still have to work. So, because this is something that frequently happens. There'll be experts in a particular field, and the discussion is in the field that they're experts in, and they will be saying complete nonsense. But people will bow down and listen to this garbage that they're saying because they don't know how to think. They don't know how to evaluate the argument outside of who the argument is coming from. And we do this with national politics. We do this with everything. There's this guy on social media, and he's going around, and he's kind of he's a troll. Okay, he's a troll. He's definitely a troll. But what he does is he asks. It's like on TikTok. He will ask folks, Trump or Biden, and then he'll start and he'll say yeah, and they'll say Biden, and he'll say oh yeah, and then he'll start listening a bunch of stuff that happened when Trump was in office, and they don't even know that it's the stuff that Trump was responsible for, or at least stuff that happened during his time in office. Or they'll say Trump, and then he'll start listing a bunch of stuff that Biden did. And they don't even know what's going on. It's because people are so biased based on who the information comes from. If they like the person it's coming from, then they'll rock with it. They don't even use their brain to figure out if the arguments work or not. So, and on that note, I'll be out. Thanks, man, for letting me contribute.
But before you go, how often do you think what you just described happens in this space? I don't want to get you in trouble, man. It's good. Thank you for jumping on, man. And
No. Well, I mean,
I'll let you.
It definitely happens.
Hey, look, I'm gonna interrupt you. I don't want to get you in none of my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But unless you really want to respond to that,
All right, man. I'll see you later, man. And maybe we can have that discussion on the topic that I put in the thing I put, all men pay, that business. When maybe that could be something we could collaborate on.
All right. Shout out to Maggie. She says it's not like the field of psychology has always been kind to black people. Drape to Mania. I think you might be
never been.
Just so y'all understand. I'm gonna say this real quick because I seen it said in the comments. Maggie, who are you and how long have you been here?
Maggie's dope.
Yeah, don't sleep, people. Okay, I have been informed. All right, don't sleep on Miss Maggie here. What I want to say is this: degree or no degree, we talking about Umar.
Yeah.
If he is to save our boys from these drugs that we're talking about, only to then socially engineer them into being servants for this, this community that we're talking about, right? What good is he? What good is he? This is why I say his degree is irrelevant. It's better off in the hands of it's better off in the hands of someone else. Which one of y'all niggas would send y'all son to Umar school?
Not me. I don't even have no little crime crush.
Well, the biggest question to ask, because he's more geared to black women. Which black chick's gonna send him to his fucking school? Should be the question. Because the men not gonna really fuck with him. Let's keep real. You talk too much shit about it. You think a man's gonna really invest time to say, "Here, Omar, here's my son. Do what you will." No.
I mean, the thing is,
hell nah.
Men can tell when men are lying to other men. That's the main reason why you don't see too many men in churches, because they know when someone's jiving around. So it's like, yeah, ain't no man in his right mind going to send his kids to Umar school because it's a scam.
Right. How many? That's what I'm saying. Like with all there's all these degrees and accreditations and all this intelligent all this implied intelligence that Umar has, and he's well spoken and this and that. Who's sending their son to his school?
I'm definitely not sending my son to 100. My son good.
His gonna be teacher said, "Son, you're going to marry this black beep."
Rob says, "I wouldn't send a roach to Umar school."
Damn.
How would y'all feel about sending our daughters to his school?
No, it's a boys' school. Even though currently more are enrolled than students. Wow.
I mean,
more
it's true.
coaches. It's more
How long?
coaches. Go ahead.
How long has Umar been trying to build a school up? I mean, let's look at the time frame and
I think 2010.
13 years. 13 years for one school. And how many schools did Jalen Rose built in this city of Detroit and up and running and got graduates coming out of it? I'm just saying. I mean, Umar,
did you get muted? I didn't mute you.
Hello? Is my shit working?
Rael, jump in there.
Fuck.
Peace, keep it 100. Peace to the panel, chat. Happy New Year to everybody. Coming up. I'm glad this topic is you broached this topic because it's something that we're actually covering at the Brain Trust currently, dealing with this historical clash between the Black intelligentsia and the black business class, which was a pretty seminal fight between certain calibers of black men at the turn of the 20th century, because it really sets the stage for where we are right now currently. This educated this notion of educated blacks being put at the forefront of leadership in Black America, specifically just because they have degrees, has been one of the worst notions placed upon black people for the last 100+, I would say 100+ years at this point. And so it's not beyond the realm to question people's competence and intelligence when their solutions are asinine and comical. And so people like this are just really an avatar for this whole group of black people who represent this, because the educated class and the so-called pro-blacks who don't have the educational credentials, to me, they're one side of the same coin, because much of their ideology has come from predominantly white institutions, because you have to go back in time to see where a lot of your black studies programs came from. Black studies programs, they did not come from HBCUs. They were formulated in predominantly white institutions. So for me, I'm sorry, like, you can't have predominantly white institutions promulgating this or funding this notion of blackness when you had a whole historical record of HBCUs that were built by black people who actually push agendas that were in the better interest of black people, because everything that they pushed for was centered around the notion of building black institutions that work for black people, not being dependent upon white people, which is what a lot of your present day black intellectuals push for. They push for dependency. Even when they're espousing black radicalism and black nationalism, which is something that they co-opted from the true black nationalists who were institutional based, like your Martin Delaney's, like your Booker T. Washington's, like your Marcus Garvey's. These were the actual true black nationalists, not the people who became radicals through communist and socialist leanings, who espouse this anti-government, anti-America type rhetoric. These types of people are not, in terms of the true black nationalists, were not anti-American and anti-government. They were about using what was in the system to advance the interests of black people as a collective. So this has been really a collective fight for the last 100+ years. And so black people need to really get abreast of what's going on, because Umar is really just he's an avatar for a larger conversation that really has to be had, because that type of mentality has existed in the space where people are associating people with credentials as if they're the truth on everything, as if nobody else is around these spaces doing their own research and trying to figure out things on their own accord. And then you get this popularity contest bullshit that really goes on, and nothing really ever really gets done, because everybody turned it into some high school bullshit instead of some really serious really deep dives, trying to really figure out, like, how can we actually really get some movement
Can I
on
ask
some
you a
things.
serious question after this, Ralph?
That is facts.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a serious
That
question,
is
Ralph?
facts.
Yeah.
So let me shout out the Ruthless Heartless Revelator. Thank you for the membership, bro. Okay, well, welcome to the membership. I appreciate you for that. I want to, before, who was about to speak?
I was gonna say something, rather.
Who's that? That's Chaos.
Yes.
Chaos. Before you say something, I want to say this, right? Because it's important that I say this, because I know how this shit gets twisted out here. This is not the anti-PhD podcast. I gotta say this, because we know how shit gets twisted here. So this ain't me coming at motherfuckers with PhDs, coming at educated guys. right? And it just occurred to me, like, oh, he's hating on PhDs now. Again, I came in here. Right, I know how this, bro. I know how this. You know what?
That's how it's gonna flow. That's how it's gonna flow. Yeah.
Right, and I gotta say this for the record, right? Even though niggas is gonna say the shit anyway, this shit is gonna get twisted anyway. Oh, now he don't like PhDs, right?
Oh shit!
Already, look. Already, let's not play the game. We know how this,
Wait, so you saying you don't? You saying you don't like simps? You don't like the pro blacks? You don't like the hoteps? You don't like the oh shit, man.
We understand how games are played in here.
Right.
We know how games are played here. Them motherfuckers to take my shit and twist it into some other shit. Twist it into a backwood. Okay? So let's not play those games.
Right.
Okay, we know how the influence game works here. Oh, he's against the PhDs now. Shout out to all. I got PhD on the panel here. I got another guy getting his education. Shout out to Dr. T. Shout out to Ron, Dr. Ron. Right? I guess y'all waiting for the GG shout out, right? Got real quiet, Marcus. I'm just saying, don't try to. I dare motherfucker to try to turn this shit into some he's anti. They're gonna do the shit anyway.
I didn't hear none of
that. And hold on.
I know how these games are played.
Hold on, and just to make it clear, just to add on to what you're saying, I'm not even doing that either, because I actually research.
No, I'm not accusing. No, I'm just covering my own ass, Rob.
I know you're not doing that. I know you're not doing that, but because I actually research, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I'm actually researching. And so for any people who wonder why I'm making these types of statements, go get Carter G. Woodson's The Miseducation of the Negro and read it, and you'll see why I'm making these statements. Okay?
You're 100% right, bro. I've seen it with my own eyes.
So yeah, so I've been in academia. I've been around pro blacks. I've been around pro blacks with masters and PhD level, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, they have been some of the worst advocates for black males, the males in academia specifically, because many of them have been the main ones for years, have been suppressing black masculinity through things that they have written, by trying to make the argument that black men want white men's patriarchy, to the point that black men wouldn't even speak up and voice their concerns regarding women, because they were scared that they was going to be accused of trying to be like white men in terms of power.
And other PhDs in the space, and other PhDs in the space have made that same point. I was going to say, this brother from the black.
Hey Doc,
go ahead.
I just want you to keep in mind, Chaos has been waiting, so I want you to make your statement. But Chaos is up next. Go ahead.
This brother from Black. I'm sorry. What's your name? The brother from the Black Brain Trust.
It's Rael.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rael.
Rael.
Yeah, what's up?
Rael. Okay. Yeah, man. I agree with everything you said. Totally everything you said. And that's coming from someone with a white man's degrees. All three of them. So I totally agree with you. I wanted to respond to something earlier said. That's actually why I got back on. And that is the question about if I would send my boy to Umar's school. And the answer is absolutely not. My son is going to stay in Catholic school until he finishes high school. And on that note, I'll see y'all later.
Hello.
Thank you for jumping on, man. Appreciate you. Chaos.
Black Brain Trust. I trust I agree with everything you said.
Taraya, in other words, the men of the past, besides the ones that went to the institutions, whereas HBCU or the what they call white college of them days, some men were like the doers, and there are some men are thinkers. And overall, we got too many thinkers, very little doers. Is that right, Ryle?
Agreed. Agreed.
And the ones that you mentioned, I'm sorry, not Cardi, like Booker T and Marcus, and you notice they give a lot of flack with Marcus. Now that I think about it. And we forgot that this man was more of innovation and a doer. He did not just sit there and wait it. He did something, and he had back and forths with the same intelligentsia of that time, because their focus is you get these degrees, you make good white folks, you'll be all right. And Black people still move in that moniker today, after over a century. And mind you, what's the name? One of them left America, went back to Ghana.
Du Bois did.
He ran out here because he came to realization, and the same white people that he liked it pushed him and ran him out of this country. He went to go and die in Ghana in his 90s. So it makes you think, say, we got to reevaluate a lot of these thinkers, because we're not at the point in the stage as Black men or just Black people in general that we can't afford to be dealing with thinking if we want
I wish I could
survive in the 21st century.
Well, this is why, and this is just very critical, because Amos Wilson wrote a book called The Developmental Psychology of the Black Child. And if you really want to get your hands on a very phenomenal work, because it's not that long, but it doesn't really have to be, because he just hits so hard, it don't have to be that long. And if you really want to understand why there so many Black people think the way they do, reading this book will help you understand, because from the foundational level, there is a push for low achievement, especially amongst Black boys. And so he talks about how from the home environment, it truly starts with the mother first, because he said if the mother doesn't take academic achievement seriously, then that child ultimately is not going to take the academic achievement seriously. And so he really gets to the bottom, like the miseducation of the Negro in his book really kind of go hand in hand, because what Woodson shows is how from the adult level, Black people who go into these schools, they are ripe for being miseducated, because their foundational education is designed in a way to make them be subservient and inferior to whites. So the foundational level gets you to the people with the PhD who ultimately come back and bring the BS theories back to Black people that keep Black people in such a subservient position, because what Black people end up doing is they tend to undermine the expert people in their group, because they don't believe Black people can offer solutions, because their training is to believe, based on them being independent situations, to believe that white people have all the solutions. So it's a very circular thing. It starts at the ground level as a child, then it gets to the point when you get to the PWIs, it just gets codified, because now you're of the mindset that you're an expert on helping Black people, when these people's records show they can't even help themselves, let alone help a group of Black people on some, I'm a super Negro mission and I'm going to save Black people. It does not work. And that's the whole point. It's not meant to work.
Thanks.
I'm going to drop down.
Shit.
It's been real, fellas.
Mike muted. My point. All this stuff points back to pro-Blackness, white supremacy. If the only people that qualify to speak to Black people is the people who are verified through the white educational system, who studied, white concepts, these, white philosophy or white this or white that, You know, the thing that you're learning in school is often based on what some white man said a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the things that you have to have studied for your pro-black people to give you the credit you need to be the leader. How does this work?
Facts.
By then, a lot of them are already compromised because you go through that system for 20 years to pay off your student loans. Then you try to speak up. So, like, I get an analogy trying to write a 5,000 word essays on black boys, but they say you have to like say, you know, this isn't against trans people or women or this, and you spend 4,600 words ducking and dodging to write 400 words about the black boys, and it just gets lost in the sauce just because how they force you to do shit. So you never get your point across anyway. Just it's literally from the foundation all the way up. It's some bullshit.
All of the slave morality shit that these guys are on, when they push this B1 fantasy, it serves white supremacy. You're handicapping your men. You're handicapping your men. You're making these wild demands of black men that are made of no other race of men.
It's worse than that. You're selling out your young boys.
I'm sorry?
It's worse than that. You're selling out a large percentage of your boys.
Well, it's all, bro. It's all of those things. It's not just what I said. It's a list of things. It's a list of things. In order for you to, qualify as the person we listen to, in order for you to qualify as the person we respect, this, that, the third. Like, there's just so much that you as a black man, there's so much qualifications, and some of these qualifications are white qualifications, right? Or comparative qualifications, right?
Yeah.
Or qualifications that no other man, not only do they have to fill those qualifications for their own women, they don't have to fill those for your women. We could talk about bottom shelf Brad and all this other shit. So it's white supremacy all over again. They don't have to do the things you have to do. I hear niggas often say, and mind you, this is back to this new concept of racial hypergamy that was just discovered in the space. Ooh, it's new. Oh my God, the genius. The genius is uncovered. Oh my gosh, racial hypergamy. Ooh, what a discovery. What a discovery. Oh my God, the genius. Oh my, ooh, wow, ooh. You should write a book. Knock it off. This is old shit. This is old shit. Okay? This is not new shit. This is old shit. I don't think there's a content creator in this motherfucker that hasn't touched on it without using that term. I got a video called The Myth of the Race Loyal Black Woman. The tagline is, hypergamy is a drug. You don't believe me? Go to my page. It's there. This is old shit. Shout out to Dollar Washer. This is old shit. Where they chasing that, right? But these are the women who say, we got to do this because y'all niggas can't get it together. You got a Clubhouse. Who's talking the most shit about black men? These dashiki head wrap ass incense burning bitches. This is who's talking shit. You don't believe me? If you ain't got the Clubhouse app, download that motherfucker. Enjoy some shit. Jump in the page. These are women. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all ain't built all this fake pro-black bullshit. No demands of the women. The white man qualifies you. You're being compared to the white man. And it's like what somebody earlier, it might have been you, Rael, saying, oh, y'all black men are trying to build the white man's patriarchy. No, the patriarchy is being demanded of black men.
Right.
The only difference is they want to run it. They want a patriarchy, but they want to run it. Build the shit, hand us the keys.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They're worried about having to fill their role into a black male patriarchy. Their idea of a black male patriarchy is the movie that came out last week, The Color Purple, the remix. Just in case the new generation of black women don't feel like watching some shit from the 80s, we're gonna make a new one with your new stars. And this is not, it got families of women, generations of women going out to see Color Purple like it's an event. This is our history. I got chicks on Facebook arguing with me about, how before the 1960s, black women were in these arranged marriages. Who grandmother here was in an arranged marriage? My grandmother born before 1960.
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
I think my grandma's first marriage was kind of arranged. Kind of. But yeah. She's from Mississippi.
It wasn't a majority, though. There wasn't a bunch of women running around in arranged marriages sold off by their father to some dude that had a bunch of acres of land like Mr. in The Color Purple.
Nope.
Nah, this is bullshit. This is a fantasy. This is a fantasy. When black men build it, they don't respect it.
And I'm glad you made that point. And I'm gonna get up out of here on this point. One of the reasons why we wanted to do this history on black male built institutions during the height of the true black nationalism is because what we wanted to show is that for all this talk about community and building community, we did that shit. I don't think, when you have an institution like the National Negro Business League, which just celebrated its 123rd anniversary, the template, this institution was built. It was a consortium of black men, and it was designed specifically for business purposes. This institution was the template Theodore Roosevelt used to set up the U.S. Chamber of Commerce for the United States. Okay. 123 years. Any institution that's been built by a black man in the United States that's lasted 123 years, that's a black man I'm going to listen to. That's a black man I'm going to research. That's a black man I'm going to try to learn from. And so for me, this idea that, build a community, that's what the black business class was all about. Their business was not centered around solely just making money. Their institutions were designed for the betterment of black people as a whole. The banks that they set up, the grids that they built. It was not just about making money. If you want to talk about the true compassionate capitalists of the United States, that will be black Americans from a historical perspective, because everything that they did during that particular time was designed to build for the best, for the interest of black people. I mean, you can go back to the 1700s and see black people, free blacks, going to Africa building schools. Okay. So this idea that we didn't do anything as men is false. We built, we had inventions that many white dudes stole. So for all this talk about white men being alpha and all that, if they so alpha, why they got to steal our shit? We ain't got to steal nothing from them. So
alphas and muskets.
Right. So for me, this notion, my argument is this: everything that they're asking for in terms of community, man, you ain't got to build none of that shit. You did it already. They walked away from it. All that black shit is out the window.
Right.
They didn't want it. They didn't want it sitting around that. They wanna chase celebrities and all that stuff on TV. Let them chase that shit. They want to chase Mary Tyler Moore and be independent and single. Hey, that's what y'all wanted. You got it. But there's a cost for all of that. And so now they're paying the cost. Don't ask for a business, black people to get on business, and black men need to be focused on business. When black men did it, you didn't want it. So for me, like that to me, that's the most enlightening thing as far as I'm concerned, as far as this research, is to see the kind of work that black men put in. And let's be clear, the only reason why black men weren't able to expand larger than what they did during those times was because of Jim Crow laws, where they couldn't fully expand their might because they didn't have the social mobility to move the way we can move now. That's the only difference.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I hear black dudes talk about, oh, capitalism is capitalism. The only problem with capitalism, as far as black people, is you weren't allowed to perform in it. You weren't invited to the capitalism party. Right?
Not even the socialist side of it.
Right. But what I'm saying, you know, black dude, I see, you know, oh, we got to fight capitalism. Man, listen, capitalism all over the globe. It's global. Capitalism is global. The problem is you weren't allowed to participate. You want to burn down a club because you weren't let in. Right? So I get it. Right? Well, just bum rush the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But again, you were not allowed to participate in capitalism. Isn't that, you know, capitalism all over this motherfucker. Yeah. Right? But again, like, you know, this again, the whole pro-black thing where you got these women making these unreasonable demands of black men and these coon, you know, simp dudes co-signing the shit. They mimic and they echo what these women are saying. And some of your dudes in the, you know, I'll say one, you know, I get to talk about, you know, accident lawyers, and that's another thing, you know, another guy that, you know, another archetype that gets, oh, you went to law school, you got a suit on. So that qualifies you also. It's not just about academia, just, you know, that just makes you automatic or assuming the academia, cosplaying an academic.
Keep it 100. Can I say that?
I just want real quick. I just want to read this. Maggie says the goal of promoting exclusivity, either through propagandist fear, racial purity, or indoctrination of others, is to remove competition and maintain the American racial caste system. All right. I'll respond to that. Go ahead, Leon.
You know, people that want to burn it down just have to admit that they don't like their position in that hierarchy, pretty much, in the racial caste system. When they talk about burning shit down, it's based on their position in society, pretty much. It's not actually that they're against capitalism, because once we see them get money, they don't look like Marxists or socialists or anything. They look like straight capitalists.
Right. Shit, to be honest, black folks are the most transactional motherfuckers out here.
Yep.
We're the most transactional. Ain't nobody doing it out the love. Like, it's bullshit. Most transactional, your women, again, sounding like BGS again. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fuck with me, you got to do this, and you got to have this, and you got to, that's a transaction. That's a transaction. Your issue is not capitalism. Your issue is the fact that you were never allowed in the field like others have.
Yep.
Right? But when it comes to, you know, our culture, or at least how everybody relates to black men, we can't demand shit. Like, you know, everything that we do must be some sacrificial lamb shit. Right? The thing, and you know, so Maggie, let me respond to this. The thing I don't understand about black men promoting racial purity. I can understand how white men might promote racial purity in terms of like telling black men, look, we don't want you fucking with our women. Right? That was the birth of a nation shit. You scared, you know, people into believing there's this black boogeyman. which to me, the color purple is Birth of a Nation for black women. Oh, no, y'all don't want a patriarchy. Look what'll happen to you. Look what'll happen to you. If these niggas ever come into power, you're going to be Miss Silly. So they scare black women out of the idea of a black patriarchy, right? That's what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is a guy like Umar Johnson, outside of, the obvious is pandering is profitable. All of those guys that are not Umar Johnson that are shaming black men into this racially, this racial pure shit. Like, what do they get from it? Like, shaming dudes for going overseas or shaming dudes for dating out or marrying out. Like, what do you lose? Other than the virtue signal, right? What do you lose? And we're going to wrap this up soon. But what do you lose? What do these guys lose?
Well, let's think about when I first found you. Well, I found you before that, but you had a lady that was talking about grants and how to get access to those grants. Let that sink in. Because you can look at the black community's capital, right? And you need help from grants and funding. Who's the gatekeepers of that? Keep it 100. Who's talking about, if I give you this grant, you got to marry me? 100. You remember her. You had her on the show. Think about it. Who gives out the most grants? Is it black men or black women that gatekeep all that?
Who gives out the most grants, or who gets?
Yeah, is it black? Who gets the most grants? Who fills out the paperwork for it? Who does that? Who's really the gatekeepers of that? It's definitely not black men.
No,
I'm just saying.
shit.
Think about what I'm saying.
Black men ain't the gatekeepers of shit.
Yes, exactly.
Other than black, yeah. And in some cases, not even then. But yeah. That's all we gatekeep. That's the only keys, the only gate we own. But outside of that, but no, I told this young girl, I said, yo, black men cannot oppress you. We don't have the power to oppress you. We can abuse you. We can slap shit out you, whatever, if we so choose. And then you can call the police and whatever. But we cannot oppress you. The same black women that say, well, you can't be racist if you're black because you don't have power. Like, they'll agree with that, but then they will disagree with, the black man's inability to oppress you. You can't say you run in circles around niggas one week and next week we missed it from the color purple oppressing your ass. There's nothing
because you're a man. But that's because you're a man.
There's nothing in this system that black men can deny black women access to. Can't deny you access to bank loans, education, the ability to own property, the ability to own a firearm, nothing. We can't deny your access to nothing. We cannot oppress you. We cannot stop your upward mobility other than maybe, I don't know, cutting your motherfucking legs off or some shit. Like, and even then, you get you a nice little wheelchair and keep it the fuck moving. There's nothing that we can deny access. That's something that the white man can do to the white woman and others. You have never been in a position where your upward mobility or forward mobility has been, somehow hindered by black men. Because any other time you tell us, we the powerless, we the conquered and all this other shit. It's like, make up your fucking mind. But again, these are your dashiki, head wrap, sister soldier types, not to go against sister soldier, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, these are the types of chicks that push this shit forward. And then you got these types of motherfuckers that co-sign this shit, which tells me that pro-blackness is on some KKK shit. Because you're holding black men to a different standard like white supremacy did. In order for you to be equal, you got to be twice as good. If the average white man makes this, you got to make double that to be considered for maybe getting basic respect. This is something that B1 pushes. Wait, hold on. What?
It's YouTube is doing when you use certain words, it can pop up as hate speech and they delete your comment. It's happening on every platform. So if you say some bad words and you put like black women are FAT and they're this, like they can cite it as hate speech now in the comments, and they'll
No, I
delete it.
got you. Man, I came over here to get away from that Zuckerberg shit.
But
It's here now.
No. You have to understand. YouTube moderates comments, so you don't have to worry about it. Because usually, if they try it, they're gonna leave to moderate say if you should put it up. You advise moderators do not. If YouTube has to sit there and say it has to be held, do not let go through.
Look,
they will examine the channel if you let too many comments like that, and they had to constantly go over review and people let it fly. So read it first, and then let it stay as is. You got to type something different. Everybody knows how this shit works where YouTube. Why are you putting shit? You know they watching the fucking channel, and we black fucking men.
Don't matter.
Shit.
It don't matter. Let me tell you something, bro. And this is, and we're gonna start wrapping this up because it's 3 hours in.
Yeah.
And this is, because not too long ago, I posted something in my community tab. Let's talk about the censorship shit for a minute. I posted some shit in my community tab. Okay. JB Designs, I do that already. Like if y'all go to Rumble, I'll post the link. Y'all go to Rumble. All of these videos are on Rumble. All of them. This one too. Every video that I do, every video that I live stream goes on Rumble automatically.
So it's simulcasting. You're simulcasting.
It's been this way for shit over a year. So if you didn't know, but I'm gonna say this, right? Because
I need 20 more.
I had a post on my community tab. I had a post on my community tab that they hit me with a warning for. And I protested the warning. I appealed it, and the appeal went through. They removed the warning off my channel, right? So I got one of those.
Okay.
So shout out to Stewart, the Mr. Author. See, Marcus, Gigi was right. Gigi was right. See? Okay, so let me address this, Mr. Stewart B. Author, right? If I'm saying the shit right. Let me tell you something. The shit we get shut down on this motherfucker for is lightweight. And it seems like no matter how many times I say this, right? And again, I'm the guy that, needs it written in crayon for me to understand. Understand that as I move forward with this video, this YouTube shit, I'm gonna start getting a little bit more disrespectful to people that insult my intelligence. Because that's where I'm at with it now, right? That's where I'm at with it. That's gonna be my new leaf. Shit gonna get, y'all wanna be entertained? Shit gonna get a little bit more disrespectful with motherfuckers who insult my intelligence. I did 3 videos on this. Okay, we talk about Sin G and comparing her to the shit we say on here. This chick will still be here if the white girl didn't flag her shit.
Yep, correct.
Yeah,
she would still be here. She didn't get canceled because YouTube canceled her. No, somebody flagged her shit. Somebody that mattered to them, because niggas flagged her shit and it did nothing. It did fucking nothing. It did nothing. So fuck you, niggas. And, fuck your feelings about how you felt about her content. They ignored all of you. The white woman flagged the shit and they hit her. That's not cancel culture. It's not what that is. And she would still have a channel. They suspended her. They didn't terminate her channel because of this. They suspended her. In other words, if she sat her ass down like she was supposed to, she'd still be here.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get canceled. She got suspended.
Suspended, yeah.
She says way more crazy shit, crazier shit than any of us. We say lightweight shit and we out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same thing. How dumb are you? Listen, and I'm going to say it like this. Get out your fucking fandom. Because this is really about what I'm saying versus your favorite nigga on YouTube. Your favorite nigga on YouTube said it. So, Marcus, you don't know what you're talking about. And, you know, if you were a stoic, you just ignore it. But you don't challenge them. When they say it, they're perfectly within their rights to say it, because it goes back to people wanting to accept certain shit from certain people. You want your truth to come from certain people out of their face. But if the motherfucker you don't like or don't like as much says it, then, oh, you should be quiet. Let him say it, like what they did with Ice Cube. Y'all want to pick and choose who delivers the message. If I say some shit that makes sense, it makes sense, motherfucker, period. And just because I challenge a motherfucker that don't make sense, that you like, doesn't constitute a problem or issue on my part. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm going to say what I want on this motherfucker, and if you don't like it, go over there. Go over there. But the truth remains, she'd still be here if she sat her ass down and didn't violate by creating another channel or another lane so she can speak through a suspension. It wasn't cancelization. That was her breaking the rules. That's not a First Amendment right, that you have the right to be on YouTube to say shit. No, First Amendment means your dumb ass won't go to jail for it. That's what First Amendment means. You think your First Amendment right mean you can come to my house and sit at my dinner table and talk crazy? Motherfucker, I'll slap the shit out you and kick you out of my house. But I've been my First Amendment right to come talk shit in your house, Marcus. No, this is my house. I make the rules in here. This YouTube house, they make the rules here. First Amendment means the government won't come after your ass. But you know, I'm the motherfucker that needs crayons. And you tell these niggas the same shit over and over again, but because they got somebody dick so far up their ass, pause, that truth don't stand because a nigga with a backwards baseball cap said it. Or you need a nigga with an education to say it. Or you need an 80-year-old nigga to say it. Or somebody who you respect in one way or another. Now, I respect shit when it's said, when it makes sense. I don't give a fuck who say it. And if you say some incorrect shit, I'm going to challenge that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care. I'm ranting right now. I'm on my GG rant shit right now.
Continue.
All I'm saying is none of that shit means nothing. This is the crux of the argument we're talking about tonight, where you got a motherfucker who went to school for one thing and he's getting credit to speak, or you know, we're credit, you know, we're anointing him to speak for black people because he went to school for some shit. The same shit occurs in this fucking space where we anoint motherfuckers. Look, I'm right about shit. Sometimes maybe I'm wrong about shit. Motherfuckers come into my comment section. They come on my community tab and they disagree with me. I have discussions with guys like Leon, guys like Nigel, guys like my man Rob. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys don't agree with me on everything. You know what I'm saying? Me and Janadrian have seen different. We had differences of opinion. I mean, shit, I can go up and down the line. But what I'm saying is, none of this shit means nothing at the end of the day. Like, you know, anybody could be challenged. Anybody could be wrong. If you say some incorrect shit, some non-factual shit, just because you were right 9 times don't mean you right the 10th time. And niggas can't point that shit out. Stop worshiping motherfuckers in here, man. Don't worship me neither. This Black Manosphere shit should not be a cult. It should not be a cult. Do not make a cult out of this shit, man. That's all I'm saying. And that's what this shit, my man came at me on some, oh, see, he was right. No, he wasn't. And he'll never be right. And he'll never be right about that. He will forever be wrong, and you can't make him right about that. And now I'm going to address something else. Gigi has since apologized to me about that whole debacle. For anybody that's missed it, he's apologized to me on a short bus, the last short bus he did. Type 1 in the chat if you saw it, if you caught it. Because I haven't spoken on this yet, but I will tonight. Gigi has apologized to me about that whole shit. He has apologized to me.
But will you accept the apology?
So this is okay. So now, since we on the topic, let me tell you how I feel about it. You shot at me once, you missed. You shot at me twice, you missed. You shot at me 3 times, you missed. Then you apologize to the audience on some Will Smith shit. Then you tried to make it about, I was mad because BGS, or I was mad because this, you was trying to push the blame on me. It didn't work because the audience is too smart for the bullshit. Too smart. Stop talking to dudes like they stupid. It won't work. You can only fool some of the people some of the time. Yeah, he apologized. It's my fault. I'm the cause. I'm the total cause, right? That's what he said. I got the clip. If you ain't seen it, go to his channel. I'll shoot some shit his way. Go to his channel, Short Bus. The last Short Bus he did by himself. You know what this does? You know what this does for me? First of all, aside from vindicating me, he said, maybe I should have hollered at you. But for everybody who dick rode him for that time, defended him, nah, dog, this is about your ego, Marcus, or this is about you want views, or this and that and the other. He made you look stupid. He made you look like a fucking dick rider. He made you look like a dick rider. Everyone defending him. Now Marcus, he right. He says, you know what, Marcus, you know what? I apologize to that man. This and that. It's my fault. I did this, blah. Now he left all y'all dumbasses out to dry. So for everybody who was in any chat talking shit about how I'm a hater and how I'm mad because I don't get as much views as other content creators, and that's what it was about, you look real stupid right now, don't you? And the fucked up thing is that most of the people that need to see this stream won't. They won't. Because some people are so hard on the dick, they don't watch my shit. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, God damn it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, pause. But you know. I mean, look, I don't want to roast the man. But since motherfuckers been asking me to address it, here it is. Not scared of nothing on this motherfucker. You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm not. But everybody that dick rolled, this is your moment. Everybody who came to my channel talking that shit. Now, again, I know who the guys are that went to his channel and told him about himself. I know who they are. I know who they are. They're not going to come to my channel and acknowledge that shit, that part of it. You know why? You know why? Because Big Daddy came to the rescue. Don't think I don't understand how this shit works. I understand how people work, how propaganda works, and all that shit. And how this last stream, everybody, it was an APB out for the PhDs that night when he came back, and the whole team was on that motherfucker. Going into 2024, I'm going to tell y'all this. Whoever fuck with me, fuck with me. Whoever don't. I don't play a character here on this internet. I tell people I don't. Like, I don't. If you're an enemy, there had to be something there. For a motherfucker to just come out the blue and like, hey, do you? This ain't 50 Cent Ja Rule, my nigga. Like, there had to be something there. For me to be holding you down and you just came out the blue and shot at a nigga. There had to be something there. I don't know what it was, but you know. There had to be an issue there. I didn't do anything for your issue. I didn't do anything to deserve it. You apologize. That sounds great. Sounds great. I'm just saying, we're all the niggas that was talking that shit in defense. And some of them are content creators. Where's their apology? Where's the apology for the other content creators in this space that covered for this nigga? Where that at? But because I ain't an academic, right? I don't deserve that shit. Remember, I'm gang. I'm crew. Remember, I came in like y'all watch the beginning of my show. There's names that I shout out in the beginning of my show. Y'all know who bus, whose train I rode into the space on. Why them motherfuckers ain't seek to? No, you came to his rescue. The same way you left me out to hang when your accident lawyer friend came at me, right? The ambulance chaser. When he came for the space and crowned Pearl the queen of the Black Manosphere, and I went at him for that, niggas left me hanging, right? The same niggas that wanted me to come to their rescue when the SBE gang was on your ass, right? This is the year end, you know. This is the hit 'em up, y'all. The same way you wanted me to come to your rescue when that went down. And then you left me out to hang when this nigga just out the blue started his friendly fire shit. None of y'all niggas checked them. And I'm talking about content creators. None of y'all checked them. None of you checked him. None of you said he was wrong. You know what it was? Oh, I got to protect my niggas. I ain't your nigga then. I'm not your nigga then. I thought I was gang. When they was coming for y'all and motherfuckers dragged me over to the channel and interviewed me and they wanted me to shoot motherfuckers down, I was like, nope, ain't gonna do it, nope. stood tall, stood fast, all of that shit, right? We forgot this? They wanted me to throw the space under the bus. I didn't do it. But because a PhD said I wasn't shit, you believed it. Right? Because a PhD said, first I was the smartest, brightest, this, that. Oh my God, Marcus knows what he's talking about. And I went from that to a hater, dumbass nigga in the back of the class with a box of Crayola crayons. Y'all got anything to say, man? I just did the ontological rant just now. So I apologize.
I have to say, I agree.
I'm just saying. Cause motherfuckers, Leon, they wanted it. I had so many people. Hey, so he apologized. I mean, people sent me that link, man.
I say 2000.
Bro, motherfuckers got 400 people in their live chat, 200 people in their live chat. I maxed out at like 100, 150. My reactions or responses or rebuttals to motherfuckers don't get heard by their audience. So whatever they say over there, rocks is the truth. It rocks is the truth, right? Because nobody comes here to, let's see what Marcus got to say. And if it's true, no, we follow our guy, and this is what we believe. I don't need nobody to hold me down. Trust me, I really don't. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna play the neutral shit, don't jump over and hold that shit down against me, and then say, well, don't ask me to pick side. I ain't asking nobody to pick a side. So when Ed said, oh, Marcus, you came to us like I came to you to hold me down against Dennis. No, I didn't. Stop making this shit into a cult, man. Then shit looks crazy. Then it becomes everything that motherfuckers say it is. When AM1 and Sly was talking, they was talking about, well, this is a cult of daddy. Dark Knight, what's going on? If we can't criticize things that need critique, that's a problem. That's a problem. No matter how many times I say, I don't give a fuck about views. I don't give a fuck about views. I don't care. I jump on this shit because motherfuckers are telling me, yo, man, why you gonna stream or what? I'm just saying, man, everybody who was riding that dick looks crazy right now. You look crazy right now. To me, that is the bigger thing. Not just the apology and, all of that. I don't care. But for everybody that was in my comment section, everybody that was in my chat, I go to other people's channels and I see people talking shit in their chat. I love it. Because he said it wasn't on me. He said it. And that's it. That's it on that, man. What's y'all closing statements, man? I hope
Fuck the closing statement. That's the closing statement. I agree. Shit.
Yeah.
I see people. I'll say this. This is my point of view. This is my opinion. Y'all can argue it if you want. I'd rather keep everyone together regardless. It's just some level of respect that if you're pro-black, I understand what the stance is, and it's not going to change. It's a waste of time to have the argument. If you're at SYSBM, if you go into that side, I understand what their stance is. It's not going to change. And when I say I see the arguments that I see most of the time, if y'all just respect the people's spaces and their stance, you won't have the majority of the arguments. But what happened with Keep It 100 and GG, I, I side with GG on the philosophy of it. I side with Keep It 100 on, yeah, I'm happy that that bitch is gone. And I side with Keep It 100 on the respect issue that took place in that conversation because it was zero.
I mean, I still fail to understand. Like, I mean, you know, you guys are real like diplomatic about trying to like.
No,
Oh,
me, I am. I
no,
am.
I know,
Say me.
I get it, but diplomacy, it hinders the truth, man. Like, I'm not here for feelings. I've said it since I came in the door. I'm not here to protect feelings. The truth is the truth. Keep it 100. That's what I do. Keep it 100. Now, I'll tell you the truth politely, but I ain't gonna not say the truth because the truth bothers a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I stand firm on his position is bullshit. And when I said it that day, he was my man. And just too many people want to, you know, you want to protect feelings because, you know, we respect people in the space. It's the same way Umar can go on these shows and not get challenged because people respect him for being Umar Johnson.
No,
I
they're
drew
too
that
stupid.
parallel. I draw that parallel more than once tonight. There are people in this space that are the Umar Johnsons of the Black manosphere. And we don't want to offend them. We don't want to, you know, hurt their feelings, or we don't want to fall out of favor with them. So we try to find middle ground with what they're saying, as opposed to tell them, no, nigga, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'll tell my mama she wrong. I'll tell my daddy he wrong. I'll tell my brother, my sister they wrong. I don't give a fuck. All this diplomatic, you know, again, authority figure shit. Like, no, that's not what we here for, man. How do we get to the goal if it's about protecting people's feelings? Now, if you want to talk soft and use nice words and explain it to motherfuckers why they're incorrect, that's cool. But to not do it, well, you know, I still see that. No, it's nothing to see. The bitch didn't get canceled. The shit wasn't cancel culture. It was none of that. Oh, Tan, you left a super chat. Yo, if I didn't read your super chats, let me know now, man. I got to get to these super chats, man. But I'm just saying, you know, shout out to Tan. He says, I got a PhD, play 8 degree, power. Shout out to Tan and shout out to General Tito. But we got to stop this shit, man. Well, you know, man, if you wrong, you fucking wrong, bro. And it's like, no matter how many times I say it, people still want to find like the middle ground with it. Listen, and you're free to agree or disagree however you want. So this is not an attack on you. What I'm saying is, man, it's really about, you know, because anytime I mention the table or if I mention this and that, then people will come at me because it implies a certain philosophy or a certain someone. No, it doesn't make sense. And we all know it doesn't make sense. But nobody wants to say it but me, right? At least not on this side of the sphere, right? This is some honorable Elijah Muhammad shit. Now, if I got to be the Malcolm X of the shit or the Khalid Muhammad, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. But how do we win if we're catering to the feelings of, you know, sacred cow niggas in the space. No, I'm done with that shit. I'm totally done with it. Because I've been shot at enough that, you know, I'm like Malcolm. They done firebomb my house, nigga. Fuck the nation at this point. That's where I'm at with it. That's where we are. I'm the nigga kicking them facts. That's what I am. If you fuck with me, that's cool. If you don't, it's cool. It's cool. Maybe you come to the channel, you like what I got to say. Maybe you agree with some, you disagree with some. It's cool. I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to argue with niggas in the chat for 3 hours and shit. I'm not doing none of that dumb shit. It's cool. But I'm not, you know, I'm not falling under no hierarchy over telling motherfuckers real shit. And it's almost, even the video proof don't change niggas' minds. Even the video proof. You got like the white people that look, hey, you know what? You know, you see a black man get shot on camera by the police and you still defend the police. That's what niggas are doing here. I post video proof and it don't sway niggas. Because niggas have that much loyalty. And this is why, excuse me, some of this shit gets a bad name. This is why some of this shit gets a bad name. Y'all don't like that I say this shit, but I got to. This is why some of this shit gets a bad name. I'm not telling you to throw whole niggas away, but throw some of their talking points away because some of their talking points are bullshit. But niggas ain't got a problem arguing with me or telling me that I shouldn't respond to somebody. I ain't got a problem because I don't hold enough prestige in this motherfucker. Again, subscriber supremacy or, you know, years in the space supremacy as far as being a content creator, all that shit, man. All the shit that we might say about certain individuals that niggas don't like, when it comes to people that you do like, you apply all those things to them. The funny thing is that, you know, what's this dude? Truth As I Know It. Truth As I Know It did a video called The Emperor's New Clothes. The shit has a little bit of truth to it, bro. I don't care what you think about Truth As I Know It. But that shit got a little bit of truth to it.
Was that the link you sent me?
I didn't send you.
Was it the link you sent me?
I didn't send you that.
Oh.
But that shit got a little bit of truth to it. You strike a lot of nerves in this motherfucker tonight. This is Keep It 100, right? Now our handle is Keep It 100 grand, 100,000. We're going next in 2024. We're gonna keep it 100,000. I'm gonna lose some subscribers this year. Shout out to Adrian Hicks. You know what I'm doing. Shout out to Rob. You know what I'm doing. Y'all know the long-term plan. Right is right and wrong is wrong in this motherfucker. I'm not giving a fuck. Fuck, figgity fuck. Fuck. Fuck all this diplomacy shit, man. Because niggas ain't showing me nothing. Niggas ain't showing me no diplomacy. Niggas ain't showing me no diplomacy. Nobody is checking these niggas that's coming at me. Nobody. Niggas jumping my way. No, you know, Marcus, you got to understand. I ain't got to understand a goddamn thing. How many niggas jumped on the other side to tell niggas, hey, man, you know what? I think it's wrong that you did X, Y, Z, da-da-da-da-da. You'd respect me less if I lied to you. Yo, we out of here, man. We at 3:55, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. There's still 86 people up in here, man. If you didn't listen to the whole live, man, you hear the replay. But yeah, man, 2024, 100 grand. Period. I got what? 8,800 subs. The truth don't go no further than that. What Jada could say, he said, I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with because I don't suck dick. So if my channel don't grow past this, I don't care. I ain't trying to be the next KS. I don't care. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. But niggas is trying to turn this shit into something else. Niggas trying to turn this shit into something else. This is the only place niggas got to come and have these conversations. And they trying to turn it into something else. If y'all niggas is cool with that, I will exit and do my other thing. Anyway, we out of here, man. That's it. 100, y'all. Happy New Year, man.
Good stream.
Peace out.